Merry New Year, everyone. No, it's Merry New Year. People are trying to correct me. It's Happy New Year. Merry New Year. I'm just trying to remix it for today. Okay. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, everybody that's on the live chat, everybody who decided not to be on the live chat, everybody who liked, comment, subscribed, and everybody who's been a subscriber and has been a supporter of Rhodium Radio, Tony Vision since day one. I want to thank you guys because this would not have been possible if it wasn't for you guys. So I know tonight you guys are going to get ready, throw on your best cologne, throw on your best clothes, eat your best meal, and probably head out tonight or stay home like me, drink a little, watch a little, and then sleep a little, okay? But I'm just going to stay home. I don't have nothing planned other than sit here with you guys, and I'm very thankful that I actually have an audience that I can sit in front of and, just entertain you guys. So hopefully you guys are entertained. I wanted to finish off the year with my co-host, somebody that's I consider a friend, and somebody that I have a great time with every time we conversate. So, but first and foremost, before I introduce him, I promised my friend on Instagram, her name is Susan. Her birthday was yesterday, and I want to say happy birthday to Susan. God bless you, man. You have many, many more to come. So other than that, we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. And I haven't even started drinking with the one and only Marvelous Inc. Marvelous, how are you?
I'm good, bro. Thank you for having me here tonight. Appreciate
Well,
it.
you know what? I appreciate you being here, and I wanted to close off the year with you. A lot of people have been asking you back. You know, they like you on Freaky Tales, they like you here, etc. So, but other than that, I want to give a shout out to a guy named, they call him Easy 310 Easy, or is it Easy 310? I'm not sure. But he saw me at the park with my grandbabies, and he messaged me on Instagram, and he's from the neighborhood. And he said, can I come by and give you a bottle? So he came by.
That's a jug, homie.
It's a jug.
A jug.
It's a jug. And he blessed me with this big-ass bottle of Patron. So much love to Easy 310 or 310 Easy for blessing me with that. We're going to pop it open in a few. But, yeah, that's a big one. It's a nice one. But other than that, Marvelous, how are you before we jump into it? How has your weekend been going?
It's good. Spend time with my son. See my daughter. Kicked it with my kids. You know, some of my kids. I always have a good time with my kids. You know, so that's mainly how I spend my weekends. I'll do like maybe 1 or 2 tattoos on the weekend. But other than that, my day's for them. You know. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Have you been doing a lot of tattoos?
Yeah, man. I've been doing a lot, but also it's getting like a little bit slower, man. I think it's because of holidays or whatever, or maybe the New Year.
Yeah.
But I'm always like, super double booked and like all that. But this year, I don't know, something's different. Like,
Mm-hmm. It's weird because it doesn't even really feel like a happy new year, like a new year, like we're going into 2024. I still remember, year 2000, and here we are. Everybody was saying in the 90s, man, the year 2000 is going to be crazy.
Oh, the Y2K?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody thought that it was going to be the end of the world, huh?
Yeah, dude. We'll get into that, but 24 years later, or 23 years later, and we're entering in 2024. I'm 55 years old. In March, I will be 56.
Wow.
And I'll be honest with you, bro. I cannot wait to turn 60.
That's beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing. Yes. I'm good, bro. And we're able to educate people, bless people, entertain people. And I'm just thankful that we have an audience because, like I said, if it wasn't for them, you know what? Who would we be sharing these things with?
Nobody. Yeah.
But now, do you have anything special after the show, or are you just gonna head home?
I don't, bro. Just usually I'm just chilling. Even on the holidays at Christmas, I just like sitting on the couch, bro, playing video games or watching a movie. Like I don't really go out nowhere. Not that I don't have nowhere. I get invited, but I just feel like I had a lot of friends invite me to dinners and stuff this year, but I feel like I'm imposing. Like I don't want to go. That's your family thing, Like it's cool if you have leftovers. Hit me up, homie. I'll pick up a plate, But,
right.
Yeah, other than that, I feel like I'm imposing, they're friendly gestures, I got love for them. They're good friends of mine. You're a good friend of mine, but it's just, I don't know. That's your family,
Yeah. I got invited to an event tonight, but I'm not gonna go, bro, because to me, I just don't really care to do the whole countdown, and then they play that depressing ass song or that New Year song.
Every year it's the same, huh?
And everybody's hugging and crying.
Yeah.
You didn't hug me all year.
Yeah.
and now you want to hug me because they're playing that sorry ass New Year's song, and now you want to hug. Oh, we made it. Shit. I'm gonna keep making it. But now, when was the last time, if you can recall, you actually went out for New Year's? Like when you got dressed up, you throw on your best, and like, let's go.
Maybe a couple years ago, maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know. I'm not like now. I'm just like I'm not. I'll casually drink. I'm not like before. I used to drink. Man, I'll drink to get like not to get drunk, but I'll
shit.
drink till I'm drunk. Like let's have a good time. You want more? Let's go get bottles.
Yeah.
So and that's how my pad back in the day. It was when I used to have like tattoo parties. I used to like people would come over to my pad, and after I'm done tatting, I'm like we'd hang out like homies, like all kinds of like girls that we all knew. Somebody knew somebody. So I had bottles, like I had wine for like people that like wine. Hey, go to my fridge, homie. There's wine right there. You want shots? Bam, go to the little fridge right there. I got Patron in there, whatever. Like, and it was just cool like that. But then I started seeing like, nah, I'm doing it too much, and I'm not even, I got all this extra time that I could be hanging out with my babies, So now I'm kind of, I don't do that anymore.
See, I don't know you as a drinker. It's crazy because
Yeah.
the times that I like chilled with you here, you might have maybe.
I used to drink a lot.
Yeah, you asked me for a beer one time, and I don't even think you even
Finished it.
Then I think another time I had you here, you asked me for a beer, and it was like maybe like half. And I was like, wow, this guy, But that was me too. Like I could drink and then maybe stop for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Absolutely no problem. But I am going to drink tonight. But I am thinking about starting tomorrow, going 3 months like I did last year, up until my birthday. And then just kind of like.
You drink wine too?
No, I don't like wine.
Wine's a smoother buzz though.
Really?
It's a smoother and especially if the grapes are organic. Like I don't know, people are going, oh, Marta, talking about organic, but for real, it's a smoother. This is like a punch. That shit hits you when the wind hits you, bro. Like people could be taking shots, but once they stand up and they go outside and that wind hits them, they're down.
They're down. You're right. You're absolutely right. No, but wine, I tried it. It's cool, whatever. But to me, that's more like a chick drink. No disrespect. Girls like that.
Hey, remember back in the day, all the girls used to like Boonies? Like
Boone's Farms.
That don't even have no liquor in it,
I know, but they used to get, girls used to tell me this, because they used to tell me, I don't have that much money, so I would buy one and then drink it with a straw, because you get buzzed faster, or more of a buzz.
Yeah.
Drinking it with a straw. So, yeah, Boone's Farms, that was one. One of my drinks that if I didn't have that much money, and I wanted to get tore up, I bought me that little 32 ounce of Cisco.
Oh, those.
And I'd be done for the whole night. I wouldn't want a beer or nothing.
Damn.
And it only cost me maybe like $5 or $6, maybe at the most.
Yeah. There was a time in my 20s, bro. I think like 22, maybe to 25. Like I had just a habit where I would wake up and I'll go buy 3 Bud Ices, and I'll go buy right out where you pay for the pista at the liquor store. There was these little apple schnapps, little shots. Mm-hmm. And I get 2 of those, and I was cool for the day.
See, now, were you a day drinker?
I'm not. That's the thing, and I don't know why I started doing that. Something had a trigger that. I don't know what. Maybe I was depressed, or maybe because I was like, staying everywhere. But I was doing that shit every day, man.
See, I've never been a day drinker. And it's funny because when people invite me to their home, people invite me to their podcast, they have like drinks for me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, I only drink maybe like the last 30 or 40 minutes of the show.
Yeah.
They think, I guess because they see me already drinking, they think he's been drinking since the very beginning. And I'm not, So, but I've never been a day drinker. It has to be a vibe thing for me. I like the lights dim. I like lights and
music.
Shit. I like, it's got to be music.
People talking, you know what I mean?
Yes, bro.
I don't know how people can just drink by themselves, like or like when they I smoke bud, I want to smoke with somebody. Like I'm gonna, like fuck that. Why are you getting high by yourself?
Yeah, it's definitely got to be a vibe for me. But I just can't. Like I see guys like in the morning, like when I take my grandbabies, maybe like to McDonald's or whatever. There's a liquor store around there, and I see guys 12 o'clock, tall can, swigging. I'm like, bro, I can't fucking do that, bro.
I can't drink and eat. I can't do that. I'll get like heartburn or whatever. I gotta drink after I eat or either before I eat.
I can drink and eat. It's rare that I do it, but only when I have mariscos. I'll have maybe like one beer because it kind of complements it. But like when I eat sushi, it's always at night. I like when the sun's already down because the sake complements the sushi. And then after I have one bottle of sake, I'll have like a Sapporo, Japanese beer. And then give me another sake. Before you know it, I have 3 fucking bottles of sake.
Damn.
And I feel good. But keep in mind, I weigh like, I'm a 6'3" and I weigh like 230. So I can take a lot,
Yeah.
you know. But
Wow.
you know, I always sleep good, you know. Now, let me ask you this. It's 2023 is over. How do you feel 2023 went for you as far as whether it was in work, whether it was with your children, you know, just overall? Do you think it could have been better? Do you think it went good?
It could have been way better.
Okay.
And just due to my situation with my dental work, like
Okay.
having to wait a long period of time for
Right.
you know me to get this what I'm getting done. But that has been a setback. But other than that, not really. I mean, it's been cool. You know, I don't want to say I'm content, but I'm not as ambitious as I would have been if I would have already been done with everything.
Right.
You know, so people would be getting more videos or more content from me. But this just has, you know, me like I just feel setback. You know, like I can't do everything that I want to do. I don't
Okay.
know. That makes sense.
Okay.
Bro, but
For me, I want to say that I was very, very happy, you know, when I hit 100,000 subscribers.
oh,
Okay.
heck yeah.
And I want to cover that right now. Okay. The reason why is because when I set out to do music in 1990 and my record came out in 1991, all I wanted was a gold record, a gold plaque. That means that my record sold 500,000 copies. I was content with that.
Uh-huh.
My first time out as a producer, I hit gold, 500,000 copies sold. And this is units. So this is CDs, albums, cassettes, whatever. When I set out to podcast, I had 238 subscribers September 11th, 2019. I didn't know anybody was going to watch, okay? When I hit my first 10K, like within a matter of like 2 to 3 months tops, if not sooner, I was like, okay, I think this can go somewhere.
Yeah.
So just earlier this year, maybe about 2 months ago, I ended up hitting 100,000 subscribers. And to me, I was like, okay, that's a wrap. I'm good. I'm happy. Not too many people that start something organically, not knowing where it's going to go, hit that.
Yeah.
Okay. But I want to explain how that happened, Marvelous, because a lot of people made reaction videos on how did Tony A get 100,000 subscribers? Did he pay for them? Did he buy them? Okay. I didn't pay or buy shit. But what I started doing my homework on YouTube on how to grow your audience. So, you know, like on Instagram, you could do a story and you can also do a reel. Okay. So there's a post, story, and a reel. YouTube used to have something similar, except they took away the story. They had a story before. Now what they just have is like a video and a short. A short is like a reel on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to confuse people. So they said, start posting a lot of shorts on your YouTube. So every day, one short, maybe, honestly, 100 views,
Yeah.
200 views.
Yeah.
But I was posting every day, feeding the algorithm.
Yeah.
Okay. Before you know it, 1K, 5K,
Yeah.
10K, and I was averaging 10K.
Yeah.
So on Facebook, I saw one where there's a white guy picking, I guess, on an Asian guy. I'm
Yeah,
not sure
yeah.
exactly what he is.
Yeah.
Then he started fighting.
Yeah.
And I realized that the attention span of people is very short. So I was only making my videos 15 seconds.
Yeah.
And on that one, because they were fighting, I timed it correctly. I put Gangsta Gangsta by Ice Cube.
Yeah.
And that one went fucking viral. I literally hit the lottery with that short. Alex, can you put the picture of the one where they're fighting? That one right there.
yeah.
Okay. So you guys look at that one. How many likes do I have on there? I think 1 million. I have 1 million likes on there. Okay. You guys can go ahead and look at it. And I'm going to show you guys the analytics, just not yet. The reason why I'm asking you guys to do that is because YouTube has asked me to take these things down. And I'm going to tell you why. Because YouTube said, if you didn't film that, you need to take it down. That's just what they did. So it has to be my content, even though I'm the one to put the music to it.
Yeah.
So it has 1 million likes. Now, I want you to see, Marvelous, just from that short, how many subscribers I got literally almost overnight. Go ahead and give us the analytics. Okay.
Damn.
Okay, Alex, and you guys, I circled it. How much is circled right there?
56,416.
And
15.
what are those? All subscribers, right?
Yes, sir.
All from that one short.
Damn.
Okay, so I'm showing you guys how it happened.
Yeah.
Okay, now I will say this, and I think some of it started with this at the Sunday in the Park where we were together with Bash, Rob, and MC Magic.
Yeah.
We had stickers, and I had me and my whole team were passing them out, and with those stickers there was a QR code that takes you directly to my Tony Vision page. After that, people were just scanning it and subscribing. I was just trying to think outside the box, okay? So I followed what YouTube told me to do, and that's what they did. So you guys can go right now on my shorts, on my YouTube page, and look it up yourselves. But by Thursday, I'm going to take them down because I said YouTube asked me to take those things down. So if not, you can get like a strike or some shit because that's not my content. I downloaded that 15-second video from Facebook, and I added my own music. But they said it wasn't me recording it, so I got 56,000 subscribers by that one short. I literally hit the lottery. Yeah. So now I'm just waiting on my plaque from YouTube. So you can take it down. So I'm thankful for that. What's up. You know, and it's funny, bro, because I'm blessed, bro, because there are podcasts out there that are really, really struggling, bro.
Yeah.
Now, brings me to my next question of 2023.
Yeah.
What's one thing that you have learned about podcasting or podcasters in 2023, whether it be good or whether it be negative?
Fuck. Man, there's thousands of things I could say about podcasting, or I could say about the YouTube, or what these fools like to call a YouTube yarda, or whatever the fuck. It's stupid. It's the dumbest thing. But the cheese man, there's a bunch of fucking snakes. Like nobody, it's like you're living in a fucking like a portal or Bizarro world. You know, Superman, and you got Bizarro and everything's backwards, and that's how it is. Everything is backwards.
Yeah.
And the people that say they're the fucking realists, they'll sit there all day with you and try to convince you, oh, I'm down, homie. Hey, I like what you're doing, homeboy, and you should be on my show. And then they go and like, they're cheese men. They'll go and they'll talk shit about you. They'll talk shit about him. They'll talk shit about whatever, but they'll never say it to that fool's face. Like, why don't you fucking tell him? And that's the problem I had at tattoo shops when I used to work at shops, like a couple of different ones, bro.
Yeah.
There would be like two homies. Say it was you and Norby's, and you're both tattoo artists. You barely started.
Yeah.
Norby's has been here for a while. Norby's comes up to me, you come up to me and you tell me, hey, Marvelous, what do you think about this tattoo? And I'll be like, hey, it's good, homie. Like, you should maybe work, or maybe you could use this next time, or maybe you could do that. And then you go tell Norby's, hey, how does this look? And he goes, oh, came out good, homie. You're doing good, dog. But the minute you leave and you go to your booth again, Norby's is going to come and say, oh, Tony, man, did you see that shit he did? That fool's fucking dumb, huh? That fool's never going to get it. Like, well, why didn't you fucking tell him then, homie? Why didn't you say something?
Yeah.
Like, give him that constructive criticism,
Yeah.
even if it is bad, homie. Like you're going to sit here and gossip with me now? Like, about him? Like, he's barely learning, homie. We all started somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, and with podcasting, all these people that are viewing these podcasts and shit, they don't have no fucking idea who the real person is behind that mic. They don't know.
No.
I come on here and people know me. Oh, that's the guy that talks about planets and he calls them planets and he thinks he knows everything. Like, whatever, that's fine. But you don't know me in the street, motherfucker. Like, you don't know what I'm about.
Yeah.
Like, come on, homie. I could teach you. I can educate you, or I could not educate you and take your life. Like, you choose, homie. Like, it's dumb. Like, why are you gonna sit here and inherit another man's problems? And just because you look up to this gentleman or whatever, now you're gonna go and agree with him and talk shit about everybody that you don't know. It's like joining a barrio and inheriting that beef from that neighborhood that started over a hyena, or somebody stole somebody's fucking system or clothes or whatever it might be. Like, you're gonna inherit problems and add that to the problems that are already going on in your life and make your year fucked up and maybe even lose your life over that. Like,
Yeah.
think. You know, so I still see a lot of drama. You know, I don't see a lot of anybody benefiting from anything like that anybody's putting out. I mean, I hope people are benefiting from whatever we're trying to put out, or me trying to put out, or you by yourself, or whatever. But for the majority, people are more attracted to the chisme, the gossip, the arguing, the fighting, who's gonna fucking, who got busted, who's pregnant, like all this bullshit. And none of that is ever gonna benefit their life at all.
Never. And you know what? I couldn't have said it better. You know, I see people, and this is where I kind of made a comment one time. Some people took it offensive, and some people said it was true. Today we got people that have no talent, have no skill, nothing, but fuck it, I'm gonna make a reaction video out of something because our people love cheese, man. So let me give them what they want. So let me feed them bullshit. Okay. So then they make a reaction video. Let's just say out of a song, like a video that somebody's rapping to. This vato sucks. This beat is whack. Where did they this? Where did they? And then you have another idiot make a reaction about his reaction.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the people that are watching have the IQ of a possum. And there's a lot of possums.
That's crazy.
Okay? Because they're just like, oh, did you hear what he said? Oh, how does that benefit you?
Yeah.
You know, but I know they'll make a reaction out of this. So I'm just throwing it out there for 2023. Okay? But yeah, it's true. Like, you know, I can do that. There are so many things that people have said here that I could have ran with, okay, and never did. But let me give you one, okay? Let me give you one. And because I respect this individual, I never did, okay? Mr. Shadow was here. Shadow from San Diego, okay? A lot of people like his music. And I asked him the question about him and Little Rob. Him and Little Rob were close friends at one time. They're both from San Diego. Shadow's the one that brought this up.
Yeah.
I didn't care to bring it up. And what tripped me out was that his wife was right here. Now, I could have made it bigger than what it was. If you guys want to see it, go see it. And he said, yeah, I fucked Little Rob's girl. Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
Now, this was something that happened, and I need to state this, in the late 90s. I think it was like 97, 98, somewhere around there. So him and Little Rob never spoke again. I didn't really know so much about this. Now, when I did a song with Little Rob, I did a couple of songs with Little Rob, he brought that girl, so I'm assuming he's talking about that girl.
Yeah.
So, and then Shadow continues and says, you know what, but Little Rob ain't never going to address me. He ain't never going to tell me nothing. He ain't got nothing to say. He was calling him out.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay? And I was just like, wow. Okay. Left it at that. I could have made a reaction video or made a clip, you know, it's the Shadow fucks Little Rob's girl.
That would have got a gang of views.
Yeah.
Yeah. People would have been like, who is it?
And you know what? And starting in the beef all over again.
Yeah.
And calls Rob his piece, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I brought light to something that was already dead. What I am saying, Marvelous, is that some people are bringing light to something that doesn't need light because all you're doing is stirring up problems for these two people that you're talking about or for the individual you're talking about.
Yeah.
I can make a reaction video and say, you know what? Marvelous this, marvelous that, marvelous this. And there'll be some people that will believe me.
Yeah.
Go up to your page and say, you ain't real. All because I said it on YouTube. That's what I have learned is taking place today in 2023 in podcasting. Somebody said it best. What these Chicanos did to Chicano rap and destroyed it, they're doing it to podcasting.
It's happening. I believe that, bro. That's true. It's sad. You know, and there's people that are going to disagree. They're going to say, oh, no, they're not. Well, you know, this show does this and they're not doing this and they don't have no drama. That's fine. That's fine. But how many people are viewing that channel? Like, not a lot, homie.
Yeah.
Just the ones where Cheesemer had the most views and most fucking subscribers, and they're getting paid. They're getting money.
The reason why they don't watch those shows is because positivity doesn't sell.
Nah.
Let's just be honest. Positivity doesn't sell. If me and you sat right here and, you know, just talked about certain individuals all day, we'd get views, more views through the roof.
Yeah.
But now every show's got to be better and better and better and more cheesement and more drama.
Yeah.
You know, and eventually it's going to catch up to us. You know, here's another one, closing out 2023. Rest in peace, and I want to say this respectfully, Night Owl from San Diego.
Right.
Did me the favor because I asked him, do it for me. I want to bring you in here. I've been knowing Night Owl since 1994. Brought him in. He did the interview. He addressed the Spanky situation. And everybody knows when Spanky slapped Night Owl.
Yeah.
Okay. And
I remember that video.
he talked about what happened, how many guys were there, and he was there by himself with, I think, 2 kids.
Yeah.
Then I squashed the beef that he had with Misfit. They shook hands. We all took pictures. Everything was dope. I got a hold of Spanky. I had never met Spanky before in my life.
Yeah.
Would you like to come on and talk? We'll talk about your art. We'll promote this, but I do want to talk to you about, you know, the whole Night Owl situation. And he said, yeah. Took me a while because he said it was really busy. So he finally agreed. Spanky Loco came in.
I remember I was watching that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I remember that.
This is when we used to take breaks. And what happened was that we took a 10-minute break, and I asked him, can I ask you the Night Owl question? And he said no. He flat out told me no.
Yeah.
So we said, okay. Came back, took a 10-minute break, and I said, I gotta ask you, bro, because everybody on the live chat is wondering, can I answer the Night Owl question? He said no. So he got a phone call. Okay. And this is something I never disclosed.
Yeah.
I could have made a reaction video. I could have went more viral than what I've gone in the past. But I didn't because I respect certain people. Okay.
Yeah.
So while I'm talking to Spanky during the break, somebody calls him.
Yeah.
He walks away and he starts laughing. He comes back and he said, what did you want to ask me about Night Owl? And it threw me off. It threw me off. I was like, what the hell? Well, I wanted to ask you if you could sit down with Night Owl, if I bring you guys in and blah, blah, blah. I said, okay. Everybody saw Spanky's reaction, what he said.
Yeah.
Okay. So one day, somebody calls me about 1 o'clock in the morning. He's drunk, and he tells me, hey, remember when you guys went to break? Then I said, yeah. He goes, remember Spanky got that phone call? And I'm wondering, how does he know?
Yeah.
And I said, okay. He goes, that was Night Owl.
Yeah.
And it shocked me. I was like, what? Now, I won't disclose what was said.
Yeah.
I called the Spanky the next day because Spanky was staying right here in the harbor area. We went out to lunch, and I asked him, did Night Owl call you? And he said, yes. He said, and that's why I addressed it the way I did. Now, I could have said, I'm going viral with this one.
Yeah. You would have got a gang of shit, but you would have lost 2 good fucking, friends
Exactly.
of yours,
Exactly.
So what are you going to do it for?
So my whole point in sharing that with you, Marvelous, is this. I've had guys that claim to be my friend, post shit about me, talked about me, and then when I confronted them, you know what they said? Oh, no, brother, it's just content. It's newsworthy. No, bro. You could have got some weak motherfucker to come up to me and did something to me. Because it's newsworthy, because it's good content. I'm supposed to be your friend. And you're going to put all that aside just for views.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
There's a pendejo. I'm gonna call him a pendejo. He's a pendejo because he does a lot of little reactions and shit. And this fucking dude, he says, them vatos over there, or they're old, and talking about like, oh, times have changed and it's not like that, or whatever. A thing like our generation, and I'm gonna include you in the generation because we're not that far apart, but we pulled up on people. Like, we handle that shit. We're not used to all the fucking, let's go behind the mic and I'm gonna talk about this vato and be like, oh, this and that and that and this. And what I'm gonna do to him, like, nah, we went to that fool's pad, or they came to our pad, we met up somewhere, we got down. So it's not that time. It's just, you're adapting to, you're conducting yourself like, it really is a chavala move. Like, when you sit there and you're gonna keep on going back and forth and making videos and whatever, and for content, and it's newsworthy or whatever. Nah, we still live. You could call it the past, homie, but that's a real man. The past those are the real men, and we're losing that. Where you actually like, fuck this mic, homie. I'm gonna go over there to that fool's pad, or an event that he's having. Yeah. Like, come, why are you gonna do that? It's just dumb, for people to say that shit about other not podcasts, but other men,
Right. My thing is this, that I guess I still think the old school way, that if I have something to say to somebody, I'm gonna say to them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go behind the mic and say something stupid. A lot of people, when I addressed, and again, and I say this respectfully because the man is no longer here. So when I say his name, I'm going to say rest in peace, Night Owl, because at one point he was my friend.
Yeah.
When I addressed him, Royalty, I addressed him one time, bro, and it took me no less than 5 minutes. I addressed him or whatever. But before that, a lot of people don't know that I had already called them and told them that me and him were things just didn't go good, and it's better if he just does his thing and my thing. I at least confronted him with that, and I still remember how he sounded like and what he told me. Okay, but he continued to go live and talk about me, and you know, I don't understand this generation of like, you know what, Marvelous, fuck you. I'll address you on YouTube tonight at 8.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I saw all this year, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and then
people died. People died because of it.
Yeah.
People got shot. Like, man, there's all kinds of behind the scenes shit that people don't know about.
Well,
it sucks.
No, it's true. What about people that talk shit about an individual and then the individual shows up at your house?
Yeah, and then you post a picture of them. Like, what the hell? Damn, we didn't do that shit. That's straight. Like, here, Popo, here you go.
Yeah, you know, I would respect a person that caught that fade, and even if he lost, and even if he got dropped, but you know what? He took it like a man.
Yeah, but I don't know. That shit doesn't rare. It's rare that shit exists. But besides another note, I hope you don't mind. I want to give a shout out to Spanky, man. I don't think he gets enough shine for the shit that he does in the communities. Like, he moves around a lot, and I see it here and there on stuff that he's doing in schools and drawings that he's doing, and that's dope that he does a lot for the communities.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not even out there like that. You know,
a couple of weeks ago, he wanted to come back on here. He was here, and it was going to be kind of one of those unannounced.
Yeah.
A lot of you guys, I think I might have mentioned, I said I was going to have somebody here. I think I said on a Tuesday and on a Friday. He was going to be one of those guys. The other one was supposed to be Gotos, but Spanky wanted to do it on a certain day that I couldn't do it. And then Gotos couldn't do it because he left, I guess, to the Bay Area, and then he went back to Houston. So that didn't work out, but I do got him coming back, you know. But yeah, man, you know what? I've always had a good time with those guys. Spanky's always been straight up with me. Gotos has always been straight up with me, and I consider Gotos a friend. You know, a guy like that has been so successful that I can call him up and he picks up every time. I respect that guy, and I respect his time, bro.
How long, a personal question, how long have you heard about Gotos? Or when's the first time you heard about him?
When I interviewed him 2 years ago.
Yeah? I never heard about him.
Okay, now
here's a lot of homies are like, who's that? I never heard of him either, homie.
Here's
No
the
disrespect. I just never heard of him.
No, absolutely no disrespect. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay, Pocho One.
Yeah.
Okay, whom you've met and who's interviewed you at the Fools community.
Yeah.
Okay. Pocho One told me, hey, man, I want to come on your show, and I want to bring Gotos. I want to bring Gotos. And I'll be honest with you, I said, who's Gotos?
Yeah.
And he goes, you don't know who Gotos is?
Yeah.
That's what he said. Maybe not like that, but I just kind of a little bit of acting. And I said, yeah, I don't know who he is. And he goes, oh, man. And I go, well, can you send me his bio? You know, his story. And he goes, he's too famous to have a bio. And I said, I don't know who he is. So he shot me his number. I called him. We talked. And he was like, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? I said, hey, I want you to come down. A lot of people told me I should get Gotos. I said, I'll be honest with you, I don't know who you are. Can you send me a bio? And he kind of chuckled a little bit, and he said, are you serious? And I said, yeah. And he said, okay. But I explained to him, Marvelous, from 2002 to 2017, if you came out, I never heard of you, homie.
Yeah.
So he put me in contact with, I believe it was his manager or his publicist. So they called me, and he said, what do you need a bio for? And I said, I don't know who he is. And she goes, oh, that's a first. I said, okay, I'll put one together. I still have it. She sent it. I respected it. And I'm going to tell you something. He told me this. Most people that hang out with me, it's because they want something. You didn't even know who I was. He said, did you get my bio? And I said, yeah. And I said, so I learned some things to ask you. And that's how we hit it off, bro. Like, I didn't know who he was. He didn't know who I was. And we became friends. I guess what he was trying to say is that I didn't come at him like, oh my God, Gotos, can we be friends? Type of deal. I didn't come at him like that. We got so tore up that night, bro. I still have the bottle that he bought me, Don Julio. And we had a push-up contest outside.
Damn.
Like, that's how tore up we got, bro. But we had a good time, man. And ever since then, every time he flies in, he invites me out to dinner. Hey, yo, T, let's get together. Blah blah blah. Dope dude. And he told me this the last time because he just dropped a song with Jenny 6ix9ine that everybody's doing reaction videos to. He told me, bro, I'm not even really a rapper. He says, I'm loving life, and if I can do it, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Fuck, you put a song out and shot a video, I guess, you know?
He started controversy.
Yeah, it did. They're pushing a stupid narrative, this one channel right now. It's just stupid, like the reactions to it.
Well, remember the IQ of a possum.
All right, next.
Okay. Besides podcasting, anything else? Do you see Chicano rap getting better?
I do not. I don't. My bad.
You said I do?
I do not. But yeah, there's man, this fucking sad, man. It's sad. Like, we do have talent, but the guys that have talent aren't doing shit. And the ones that don't have talent are doing the most shit.
Very true.
It's fucked up. But I mean, if people want to know who I'm currently listening to right now, coming up in the game, and I've been saying it for a couple of years now, that young dude, Rowdy Rax from Puente. That vato, he has bars, man. That dude can really rap.
Rowdy Rax.
He's got his own style, you know. He beat, like, you fucking throw a beat on that dude, will fucking freestyle to it. He's got flow.
I gotta look him up because his name sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I haven't heard his stuff.
Yeah, he's dope, but I think a little setback, and no disrespect to him or his barrio, but you're throwing the hood too much out there. Like, and that's feed, man. But in the music game, you know, wait till you get in there a little bit. You know what I mean? And before you do all that. But he's got bar. He's fucking bad. I respect that.
The thing about throwing the hood and all of that in their music, especially if you're raza, is this, that it's not gonna go past the car shows and the swap meet. It's not. If you think mainstream, if you think international market, whether it be Japan, whether it be Europe, it's not going to get there, bro. You have to give these people something other than possibly your neighborhood. And I say that blindly because I don't even know his music. I'm speaking in general. You know, and that's the thing that a lot of people just think it's just going to be hard. Man, you know what? Forget LA, bro. Think outside of LA. Yeah. You know,
there's a lot of people, my bad, Tony, but there's a lot of people back in the day that could have been way up there. Yeah. Conejo being one of them. Yeah. Conejo was bad. Conejo, to this day, he's, you know, I don't know how anybody would even call him out on being the king of LA or whatever. That's ridiculous. Like, he's been putting the smash down. But where has this stuff been at? Like, it hasn't been like, you know, selling a gang like to the whole world. It's only selling to our people and whoever's in the Chicano culture. Yeah. You know, but
why do you think that is? If you had to take a guess at it.
He's too raw. Like, it's too, like, people that are relating to him are people that also been in the calles, like, been in the street, been in shootouts, or can relate to the story that he's telling of slamming dope and be like, damn, man, I've been through that. He's speaking my life right now. Right. And I love that. And then the beat that you putting in there, like, hell yeah. You're not going to relate. But all this new stuff out here, that's just like, come on, homie. Yeah. You're repeating the same thing. It's the same thing. And then you're rapping over a Tupac beat, or you're rapping over something. Like, go learn how to make a beat, or find somebody, homie, buy an instrumental.
Yeah. Or I just downloaded it from YouTube.
Yeah. And then everybody has like two. What happened to one nickname? Like, everybody has 3 nicknames now. Like, what are you talking about? And they want to add local at the end because they want to be crazy. You know, I'm crazy. Call me so and so local. See, or whatever.
Let's take an artist like a Conejo, and I'm not saying this about him, but I'm saying like him. Like you said, you love his style. Yeah. You love the way, you know, he conducts himself on the mic about his life, everything that he lived, you know, that he lived through. Yeah. Say that I had a manager. I mean, that I was his manager. And again, I'm not saying this about him. I'm just saying an artist like him. Yeah. And I tell him, all of that's dope. You've already established your foundation. You have a fan base. Yeah. We have to go above and beyond now. You have to give me something, 1 or 2 on this next album that I can take to the radio. Because not only will this give you a new audience, but your audience that you have now will follow you. Yeah. Now you're mainstream. Now you can start going to Japan. Now we can start going to Europe. Yeah. Now we can start going to Canada or Australia. We can expand. And if you want to do the hard shit, cool. But now you give the radio something to work with.
Yeah. But you know what? What I seen in the early 2000s is a lot of the dudes that were coming up, they want to. They're not that they want to make it, but they're traveling. They're going to Japan and doing shows. They're going to fucking these other countries doing shows over there, but they don't have a big fan base here yet. So is it their ideology to make it out there and then you're gonna make it here? Because I believe the opposite. You got to make it here to make it out there because everybody's focusing right here. What's going on, especially LA.
You know what? Look at there's some artists, and I'll leave them unnamed. They can't get shows out here. All of their shows, Japan, China, Europe, Canada, Australia. They are not even known out here, but they're making all their bread over there. Okay. Now I do want to say this about a lot of Chicano rappers that I know. Because the guys that have taken them to Japan, because they like to brag, they went to Japan, they performed in Japan. And I'm going to say this, there's a lot of them out there, and I don't say this to make fun of them, but you need to know the business side of this music because a lot of them went out there for free. So here's my thing. Do you go out there for the experience and then never get paid?
I think for a youngster in the game, yeah, he's going to take advantage of that. I never been there before. Like, who cares if they're paying for it, whatever, at least I'm going to get some exposure.
Right.
I mean, that's how, some podcasters do that. They'll bring a guest on the show and they'll be like, hey, we're not going to pay you, but you're going to get the publicity from our show or whatever, So, I don't know.
Okay, because I've had one guy on here that have told me, I took this guy. He took like over 20 guys. Obviously, at different times. He goes, and they never got paid.
I'm gonna tell you something right now, and you tell me if I'm right. If you ever knew a buddy like this, right?
Okay.
When I was younger, like a fucking teenager, whatever, and I got into the dope game, and I was trying to make money and all this and that, and I learned how to double up and don't spend your money, and how to re-up and all that. I learned all that crap or whatever. But the people that were making it and always made the most money were the people that were the most fussy about their money. Like, you could not shortchange them. You couldn't be short a quarter. Now you better have that money.
Yeah.
And but those are the ones that were fussy about their money. Were about their money. If you ain't fussy about your money and every little cent, oh no, you're 2 cents short or whatever. No, I can't take it. Like, that 2 cents adds up. Think about a gas station. It goes up 2 cents or whatever, but all those gallons of 2 cents are adding up to millions.
Yeah.
At the end of the year. So I mean, you gotta be really fussy about what you want and demanding.
Absolutely, and I'm going to tell you why. Okay, I had a friend that threw a show in Arizona, and he started hitting up a lot of these Chicano rappers. He told me all the names of all of them. A lot of them, sad to say, and I wish listening to this show you would get educated and learn the business side of the music, and I'm going to tell you why. Because a lot of them, when they're asked by the promoter, what's it going to take to get you out here to do a 15-minute set? You know what the guy, this is the main guy behind the show, told me, Tone, you know what that guy told me? And I said, who? He goes, this guy. I asked him, what's it going to take to get you out here to Arizona to give me a 15-minute set? And he told me this, $100.
Dang.
He goes, I feel so bad. I just said this, I'll give you gas money and I'll give you 500. And he goes, really? 500?
Yeah.
He goes, and this guy can spit. And I said, oh, I know he can spit.
Yeah.
But that's where, and I'm not saying me, but that's where you need somebody like me to say, hey man, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I want you to pay for my rental. I want you to give us a room, pay for our food, and he needs $1,500.
Look at everybody complaining about, on Death Row, Suge Knight.
Yeah.
How he punked and did this or whatever. That dude was a businessman.
Yeah.
To this day, he's a businessman. And they hated that. Not the team, but the people up higher in corporate, they hated that.
Well, people that know the business like an Ice Cube, he left NWA because the business was not good.
Right.
Sometimes we just need to know our worth and say, I'm not going to do it for $500, bro. It's going to be 15. Okay. Now, this is where that settling and not knowing the business, it's fucking up a lot of people. We had this one show, and I'm just going to say what me and High C charge. $6,000 to do a show. Our show's 15 to 20 minutes long. This one promoter booked us, and then he canceled us. And you know what he said? I was going to have you guys headline, this car show, you and High C. I know you guys got a dope show. I love you guys' music. But for $6,000, bro, I can get me like 20 rappers out here.
Hey, but he was honest though. You know who's gonna tell you?
No, and I appreciate that. But what I'm trying to tell our people,
yeah.
stop short changing yourself, bro.
Yeah.
You know, if I say $200, cool, I got so and so $200, $300. We got the whole Rodeon Radio catalog performing at this car show. I had a guy that admitted to me, a promoter. You know where I got all my acts from? Where? Rodeon Radio. I just went down your whole catalog, started calling them up. $100, $200, $300. That's what he told me.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. No. I threw a whole show. I should give the name of the...
It's crazy.
But I'll leave it alone.
A lot of people that are barely joining on the YouTube or are getting like interviewed or whatever. There's a couple that are watching right now that I know, and they're barely going through channels getting interviewed and stuff. But just be careful, you know. People get in the moment. They're like, "Oh, I'm gonna be on camera," or now people are recognizing me. Like, don't let that bullshit fool your head. You know what I mean?
Don't let that bullshit fill your head, bro. Because I've seen people that got a little following. And I'm going to say it in Spanish first. Y esos cabrones ya se creen mucho. Their fucking head got this big.
Yeah.
They really think that they are somebody.
Yeah.
They were probably irrelevant their whole fucking life. They get on here, start talking shit. People recognize them. People take a picture with them, and they get, you know, like if he's going to be on fucking Johnny Carson next week.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So that's another thing that I saw.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, calmate, wait, because all this shit could be over.
Yeah.
You know. So we talked about the podcast, and we talked about is Chicano rap getting any better? What's another thing that you could say that you might have learned, liked or disliked of 2023?
It's the same thing, bro. I can't say there's anything different that I learned, you know, but just be very cautious of the steps that you're taking. And that's in everything, your job, your relationship or whatever. There's a lot of people that say, or there's people that we're making a priority that will not do the same in return. Or they're at least acting like they're going to do it, and
Right.
they don't. You know what I mean? And that's why people go, hey, you're always posting about you're going through relationship problems or whatever. Like, no, it's about everybody has having a relationship. Whether you're in a friend relationship or
Right.
a fucking a intimate relationship with somebody, like, you just got to make sure the people around you are loyal to you. Like, are really not loyal in a sense. I don't want to say loyal because it sounds like do everything for me, but really love you and care for you. Like, hey, how you doing today, homie? Do you need, like, are you good with your bills, or do you need a ride anywhere?
Right.
Or do your kids need anything? You might need some diapers or some milk, or hey, Tony, you need anything? Any help with the podcast? Or, you know, who you got next week? You need me to get somebody?
Right.
Or anything. Those are the people that really care, you know? Call, hey, homie, I'm at the gym. How's your day going? That's cool. You know, that's somebody that actually is thinking about you throughout the day. I wonder what he's doing. Let me hit him up. But there's people that hit you up only on your birthday, only on holidays, or like, hey, what are you doing? You should come over and drink. No, you should drink by yourself, homie.
Exactly.
I'm not going over there. When did you worry about me all year? I was sick, homie. I needed some fucking caldo. You didn't make me no menudo or nothing.
Exactly.
You know?
No, I get you. I get you. One thing that I learned, people that called themselves friends were never friends. And I encourage people, whether you like it or not. I read this quote like 3 years ago, and it says, the bigger your circle, the faker you are. The smaller the circle, the realer you are. So I kind of let that one marinate. What I got from that was this, that there's a lot of people that hang out with these big old crowds. I don't know if those are friends or just homies, because there is a difference.
Yeah.
Okay. Me, I would rather have a handful of people around me, and I say a handful and have fingers left over,
Yeah.
than have a bunch of homies just maybe looking for handouts or looking to get in free to a show.
Yeah.
You know, I would rather have true friends. This year I found out some of these guys that were calling themselves friends were only around because I benefited them. And when I found out, you know, I'm good.
Back in the day, again, when we were growing up in the barrio, you learned who to trust.
Yeah.
Like, there was a handful of us that kicked to each other, and we're hitters. Like, you're not gonna. If we felt some type of way, like, you ain't gonna kick it with them. You ain't coming in the car, homie. You're not gonna party with these high-notes, and if we get into something, you're gonna be the first one to dime us out, dog. Like, we're not gonna do that.
No, you know, I found something out this year. I told somebody that I was a little suspect about, and I told my other buddy, I said, I'm going to tell him something on purpose.
To see if he says it?
And see if he tells you.
Yeah.
After I hung up with him, 15 minutes later, he calls me and goes, "Yeah, he called me and told me."
Mm.
I said, "Okay," and because I was just a little suspect, I wasn't quite sure, you know.
Mm.
And that's when I was like, "All right." And then after a while, this person called me, "Hey, how come you don't call me no more?" And I was like, "I'll be honest with you, bro. I don't trust you."
Mm.
That's it. I don't trust you, bro. On the real. Oh, for real? What did I ever do? I just don't trust you.
Mm.
I guess eventually he learned put two and two together. But, you know, it's better to go into the new year with possibly less friends, but at least somebody that you can call a friend
Mm.
and trust 100%, bro.
Mm.
Then instead of a bunch of homies that just want to kick it or be up on stage with you when you're up on stage,
Yeah.
but they don't really have your back.
Or you gotta worry about that. You know why you want to be stressed out about who's gonna be down for you or who's
Right.
gonna, you know?
No, that was another thing that I've learned. And there was a lot of things that were accomplished, man. Like, let me ask you this, and then you can ask me whatever. Watching the Rodian Radio, what was, if any, one of the most interviews that you enjoyed the most?
That I enjoyed the most.
Like, is there a specific one that stood out?
It's not that I enjoyed them, but it was a trip to watch them, Tony. There's people that you had on the show that straight dissed you. I'm sorry to even say that. I usually would talk to you and be like, "Hey, homie, I'm gonna say this," but I gotta be honest with you, homie. They straight talk shit. And the minute they were on your show, it was changed up. They were all drunk. "Oh my God, you have the best podcast in the world," and "Oh, Tony, you're the man," and this and that. I'm like looking at myself like, "Damn, homie, that motherfucker's a piece of shit. Do you know everything he said about this vato? I would never be on that show." He's on your show 2 weeks later. "Oh yeah, that fool, that like, dang." Homie,
Now, did that person had before that person was ever here? Did they know me before? Like, had they ever met me?
No,
No,
they never met you.
but they
before.
talked about me.
Yeah, they talked about you. But the thing is like when I was on their show, they make it feels so welcoming, you know. But it's like, damn, I wonder what they're saying about me too. Like, fuck, this motherfucker talk gossiping right here, homie.
Wait.
And I don't even know the vato, but he's making me feel some type of way about you. Like, damn,
Yeah.
maybe he does think he's fucking too good or whatever, or he knows everything about music or whatever, you know. But it's just it's the same thing with YouTube, homie. Like, you got people that are a fan base of Tony. And everything that Tony does, they're going to agree with. "Oh, Tony's fit. Oh, Tony this and that. Tony look at Tony." Everybody's copying Tony. Everybody's going to agree with Tony, right? And then the other podcaster has his following, you know what I mean? And then you got all these people that they don't even have beef with each other, but they're beefing. Like, "Oh, fuck
Yeah.
all the following of this person," or "Fuck their people and their followers, they don't know shit." And like, come on, homie. Like, we're all like, where are we
Right.
going to grow from this shit?
No, you're right. You're right.
And then you call out people on the podcast and be like, "Hey, well, would you meet up? Would you?" They ain't gonna do it. They're not gonna do it. They're not. I told the same person, "Here's my address, homie. I'm as simple as calling my fucking phone on Instagram and making a damn appointment with me, homie. I'm not gonna know who it is. You could hit me up for a butterfly and show up, dog, and it's gonna be you. "Hey, what's up, homie? I'm here for that.
Right.
I'm right here, homie. What's up?"
Yeah.
You know, like,
I trip
but
out.
instead, like, "Oh, that fool, this and that. Oh, this fool, this and that." Like,
Yeah, I remember when you had told me that story, and I'm like, I had never even met the guy, and you said no, he was talking mad shit, and I
Yeah.
was like, why?
mhm. And then there's times where a certain podcaster has called other podcasters, "Hey, homie, you have my back. You have my back. Oh, delete that fool. Don't have him on your show. You're not my friend no more." What the fuck? Like, who does that, homie? We're not
Yeah.
kids. Like, we're not kids, homie. You're older than me. You're older than me, homie. Like, you should know. You should know how to conduct yourself. But
Wow.
it's a trip. One of the questions, bro, I told you to ask it anyways, and they were asking, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You want to ask that question right now?
Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's go.
If
and
you
get
don't
to
want
it.
to, it's all right. We
No,
could go through whatever
let's
you're
do
gonna
it.
go.
Let's do it.
Just to get this out of there.
Okay, I think this is the last one, and I think it'll be a good one because I need to cover something up myself about a guest that people have accused me of having,
Yeah.
and since it's the last day, 2023, let's just cover it. Okay, okay. This is all the questions that are on the community. Once again, if I always put up the flyer, comment in the comment section below. Go ahead and ask any questions. So with this one guy, his name is the Fierra 25. The Fierra 25. Ask Marv how he claims to be OG, but he be doing interviews with dropouts. Pesetas pesetas to be exact.
Uh-huh.
So, first one is ask Marvelous how he claims to be an OG. So, do you claim to be an OG?
I even hate that term OG.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things in my interviews I say that we never call anybody big homie, like in our barrio, like an older homie. Well, I'm not going to say, if you're older than me, homie, I'm not going to say you're my big homie.
Right,
Like,
right.
you're just a homie.
Right.
So that's first thing. The second thing is that maybe he thinks I'm an OG. Since he's saying it, that Vato's saying I'm an OG. I don't think like that. Okay, first of all, so whoever that fool is, I'll never call myself an OG. It's something I'll never call myself. So let's break it down. And since people don't like, this ain't dipping into politics, so I'm going to brush around it. So a dropout. He's saying, oh, I did an interview with dropouts, whatever. A dropout isn't just anybody that has left the organization or anything. It's a person that was really involved in that was trying to be somebody or was somebody. That's a dropout. He dropped out of that thing. You have to be from something to drop out of it. So any regular Southsider or anybody that's literally just trying to barely work his way, that's not a dropout. You know, either they get tired of the life, they have their family or whatever, or they could get in trouble for something. Maybe somebody that they were, you know, hanging around with, maybe they got in trouble. And now that's their homie. They're probably loyal to them. Take the vato out too. Is that fair? So now that vato doesn't want to be a part of the gang life no more. Leave him. What does it matter? Like, what does it matter, homie? How are I don't understand how, and goes back to like my barrio, my neighborhood specifically, not to get on into which club, but my barrio Maravilla, we've never been like that, where we're like, we always been our own man, homie. Like, you know, you be your own man. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, hey, you know what, go pick up that thing and go put in work. Like, I can't do that. If you're not down and you're showing me that you're not down, get out of here, homie. You ain't with us. You ain't part of us. You ain't getting in this car. You ain't kicking it with behind us we got. You ain't doing the dope, selling the dope. You ain't going to hold on to no strap. And you're definitely not going to earn a name. You know, only the people that really know. So to use certain terms that they're using all this prison shit that has fucking came out and spilled into the street now. And now you got all these youngsters using all these terms and they don't know what the fuck they're saying. You got youngsters saying, oh, I'm a sureño. I'm the sur and all this and that. They're not sureños. They're a Southsider. They're a regular soldier in the game. They're not a sureño. A sureño is a different thing. And they don't know that yet. They don't know that yet. Another thing is when I go on these platforms and when I've been doing this shit for years already, bro. Yeah. Like, it's been a long time. I'm going on different podcasts, you know? And maybe people are barely hearing about it. But when this YouTube shit people are barely getting, nobody's asking for paperwork. Nobody's like, homie, this isn't jail. Nobody is like, you call me up, hey, homie, you know, I started a podcast and I'm doing something about cooking. Hey, homie, all right, cool. Let me see your paperwork. Nobody's doing that.
Yeah.
Nobody's doing that, homie. A couple of podcasts that I've been on, one of them in particular, I didn't find out that the vato that had left. He was in prison or whatever. He was on the main line and he had left or whatever. I didn't find out till the ending of the show, homie, till he said something. I was like, orale. I'm like, I didn't even know that. You know, so the podcast ended. I talked about cultura on that podcast or whatever, and that was it. You know, I even got called out by somebody, you know, very well known in the YouTube yarda that said, oh, yeah, I don't fuck with Marvelous because he fucks with informants. That is a big fucking word. Even before all the paperwork shit came out about this person.
Yeah.
Like, homie, you're right here crying about your life being in danger, but you're saying that I've been on a show with an informant? Who was the informant? And he was talking about some white guy. Never been in jail, never been part of a gang, never been part of an organization. But since this guy is associated with another person, that makes me bet. Like, that doesn't make no sense. You make no sense, homie.
By the way, this podcaster actually, the one who accused you of that, sent you a audio apology.
Oh, yeah, an audio apology. And crying. To do that. How are you going to try to humiliate me and try to fuck with my character? My character, homie, I'm out here in my barrio. I'm out here in your barrio. I'm out here in his barrio. I go everywhere, homie, with my kids or not, by myself. Dressed the way I dress. My head's blasted from the front and the back. People are more than welcome to bang on me or do whatever they want to do if they were an enemiga. But I still go out there, homie. Like, I'm not out here talking about all this bullshit. And if these people want to leave or whatever they want to do, let them do it, homie. What are you gonna sit here and fight and fuss over another vato that wants to do something with his family? Who cares? You later on in your life, you're gonna want to kick it with your family, and you're gonna get mad at the little homies telling you, "Hey, you don't put in work no more. You don't come over here no more. Hey, when's the last time you did something?"
Exactly.
But I got youngsters. I got 4 youngsters today that were looking at me. What's up, homie? Oh, wow. What's up, dog? Where you from? Homie? From my bottom, like my neighborhood or whatever. All right, that's feed man, homie. Like, it's feed man. Like, everybody's on that feedman tip when it really comes down to it, like,
Yeah.
or I know your homie, or I'm related to this, or I've been busted. Then why are you even coming at me like that anyways, homie? Just come and introduce yourself. Like, hey, I'm so-and-so. This is my name. I seen you. I just, I just wanted to see, like, whatever. Don't come out like people are just trying to be too banged out.
Yeah, I know. And the thing is that, I'm going to get to the beginning of our questions. I had a rapper here. Now, keep in mind, and I always have to repeatedly say this because people forget or they don't give a shit, and I don't give a shit either, but I'm going to say it for the sake of the conversation. If you came out between 2002 to 2017, I most likely didn't hear of you. You heard me say that since day one, Marvelous, okay? So there was a rapper that I heard rapping, and I thought the guy was fucking pretty dope. So guess what I did? I reached out to him, and I asked him, hey, man, are you down to come and, do an interview? And he said, yeah. Came down. On his way here, he calls me and he tells me, hey, I'm like 15 minutes away. Okay, cool, because he drove kind of far. I received a phone call. And I'm going to clarify this, okay? I received a phone call. Hey, Tony, the guy you're interviewing tonight, he's a PC. And I said, okay. I said, I've had the flyer up for like 3 days and you're barely going to call me right now? And he said, yeah. And I said, okay. I'm going to ask you one question, but just give me yes or no. Did you see his paperwork? No, but I know that he is. Okay, but I'm asking you, did you see his paperwork? No, okay. Enjoy the show, bro. That was all.
Yeah.
Okay. They started going in on him on the live chat.
Yeah.
He saw it.
Yeah.
Okay. One thing I'm gonna give him the balls for doing this. His manager was sitting right there. And when we went to break, I saw him discussing something with his manager. And so he walks in and he goes, hey, bro, I want to address all that shit that's being said about me on the live chat. If he was a PC, why would you want to address it? I got that he was angry because people were spreading false, I guess, rumors. So I asked his manager, look, bro, this is about music. This is not about politics. I'm going to ask your manager a question, and if you respect him, let's do what he says. He said, okay. I said, you know the rumors that are out there about him, right? And he said, yeah. And I go, I only heard about that today, 15 minutes before he walked in. Do you think by him addressing it, he's going to clear it up? And he said, no. Those people already have their mind made up about him, and they're going to continue to talk shit. So he told him, don't say nothing. He wanted to. And I said, okay, cool. After a while, we just talked, and he told me, I never stepped 1 foot in a PC yard. That's what he told me.
Yeah.
We still follow each other on Instagram. I respect the man.
Yeah.
But everybody, I'm gonna say this to you guys, because everything's in black and white. Everybody that has told me, oh, you interviewed a PC. Did you see the paperwork? They've all have said N-O. All of them. Do you know anybody that was in there with them? Oh, no, but when he got out, we knew.
There was a little rumor going around when that vato, the one that died, called in on Bozo. And Bozo was going back and forth on your show, bro.
Savage Studios.
Yeah, and he even had shit to say about you, remember? So, I mean, this vato calls in, right?
Yeah.
And then starts arguing with the homie. The homie's active, whatever. I don't know if he is or not, but, you got this one guy claiming to be a PC, getting crazy with the guy that Savage is saying, oh, you're an active, and he's telling him all this and that, and all this and that. Why are you speaking on my name? And it's like, they're going back and forth. And it's like, homie, you're calling into the show getting crazy with him, dog. He's doing his interview right here.
Right.
Why did you even do that? You could have hit him up behind the scene, homie. But he starts saying, oh, well, we could run this fade and we could get paid. We could do it for charity.
Let's sign waivers.
Like, let's sign waivers. Like, and Bozo was right. Who does that?
Yeah.
Who does that, homie? Like, what real man does that?
Yeah.
You should have got at me. We could have met up. You said you beat everybody up. You said you ran this yard and that yard.
Yeah.
Like, Why did he have to do that? Like
And it was weird, bro. I didn't say one word to the guy. And then the crazy part is the next day he releases the video on me.
And I seen his face, Bozo's face too. That he was shocked. Like, what the fuck? This motherfucker calling on me.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
and then so I watched one clip of that Savage Studios video that he made about me. He actually made like 3. All bad paperwork, that there was supposedly paperwork on me and we hadn't even gone to court yet.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know who contacted him? And that person was watching, and he admitted Miss Pac-Man. So that's what happened. So she gave him fake paperwork, and he made 2 or 3 videos about me. And then I think he messages me, and he says, "Hey, bro, what he said? No beef. Thanks for the followers." So that's what he said. Anyways, you ready to move on?
Yes, sir.
Okay, question for both. What are your New Year's resolutions?
I don't ever make like a resolution like that, but I just had to stick with my morals, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it.
Mine, I mean, there's things that I do want to accomplish and finish in 2024. Like one of them is probably at the top right now, and that is finishing up Magic Girl's record. Because that is a record that I truly, truly believe in, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if you thought I believed in Mr. D, this is a lot more than that. It's a lot more than that. Okay. And I just think that people are really going to enjoy this, and it's going to really trip people out how good. I'm going to leave it at that. So that's one thing that I want to accomplish. But my thing is I want to continue to be a blessing to others. So that's what I want to do. Okay. Question for Tony. Having seen Peter Santanello document East LA with Marvelous and others, do you think you could have him, Peter, do an episode of Your Neighborhood in Wilmington? I did have one with that guy, Anton from Hood Vlogs.
Yeah.
That one really went viral, especially in my neighborhood. And I'm going to tell you why, because he posted on TikTok and on Snapchat, and kids, bro, recognize me from that.
Yeah.
I take my grandbabies to McDonald's. I take them to the dollar store.
That's dope.
And they're like, "Hey, you're that guy that does this, huh?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah." I said, it stood for Wilmas and Watts. So yeah, I have one, but if he wants to do one, I'd do it, but I have one out already. Okay, for Marvelous, is there more to cover about the East LA that has not been covered yet?
Yeah, there's a lot to be covered. A lot. There's a lot that I want to talk about, but there's a lot that I mean, within that I kind of know that I shouldn't talk about. But, I mean, I don't know. I think, I don't know. I'm just up in the air with it, bro.
Okay. What are your predictions for 2024? Good things or bad things?
All bad.
Okay.
Not bad, but I mean, it's looking bad.
My prediction is this. Trump's going to run, but I don't think they're going to let him win. And I think we're going to get stuck with Joe Biden.
Not Michael
Myers.
Michael Levon?
Who the hell is Michael? Oh,
Big Mike. He's going to be the first transgender president.
Michelle?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I don't know. I think it could happen.
Well, I don't know, bro. Look, if you believe in the scriptures, it says that in the last day, the danger, the trouble, the tribute are only going to escalate.
Yeah.
So that's what I kind of see. So, all right. Have you guys ever read The Great Reset book by Charles Schwab? If not, you guys should.
A lot of people have been telling me about that
Future book.
Yeah.
Okay. Alex, do me a favor. Alex, Marvin, do you want a beer or no?
No, I'm good, bro.
Even though
Thank
for
you.
New Year's?
I'm good, man. Thank you.
Okay, beam me my 22, and then that Clamato in there.
Clamato.
Are you serious? You're not going to have one drink? What about a shot?
No way. That's even worse, man.
Come
If
on.
I take, I'm going to want to keep drinking. And I'm good. I'm good, bro. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
That's messed up. That's really messed. See, I believed in you.
Shit, we could all go out for some drink shit.
No, but you could
right,
kick it
now.
here.
Yeah.
Okay, Alex said he'll take some
Alex
shots.
got
for
it. He got me.
you. Okay. Meanwhile, let me ask this question to Marvelous, and it says, question for both. Do you think gangs in the U.S. will eventually die out because of new technology making crime harder to commit?
No, that'll even push more gangs. There to be more gangs.
Okay, I think, and I say I think because I don't know, because you know how everything's being recorded today.
Yeah.
You can't get away with anything.
Right.
You know, if a camera, you know, on the street corner doesn't get you, the Ring camera on the doorbell will get you. So
Or somebody's a neighbor's drink cam.
so I guess that's what he's thinking. Will it die down because everything's being seen?
Oh no.
Okay. Do you think it's gonna escalate?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we're the resistance.
Okay. Let me open up this bottle. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay. Question for Marvelous. What's your take on YouTube podcasts that bring so-called experts to talk about ancient technology and link our culture, Aztecs, Mayans, Incas, with alien technology? Do you consider this low-key racism lies?
No, but there's a lot of lies being mixed up with truth, though. And I know
Yes.
that dude Forbidden Knowledge does that.
Okay. Is that a podcast?
Yeah, he has a big show on YouTube, and he mixes a lot of lies, bro, with truth, you know.
Wow.
And you know, divulge where you're getting your information from. You know, he says a lot of stuff, and he takes it way back, and you could tell that it's a script. It's not nothing that he really knows or nothing. He's reading whatever he's being told to read, and he could deny it, whatever. You know, he just started adding his girlfriend to the picture, and she's all showing her body on, you know, the show, or wearing revealing clothing or whatever, and talking about ancient aliens and our culture. Like, why are you even talking about it for? Like,
Right.
you're saying everything backwards and wrong, and you're adding to shit like that. It's not even true.
Okay.
But anyways, my bad, bro.
no, go for it.
The alien technology part of that, though, that part is true in a sense without the alien. The alien is only something foreign to that we know. People take it as a little green man or a skinny green alien. Like, no, those are actually the fallen, and we did get our stuff from them. Everything, even our rituals and herbs that we're using now that we weren't supposed to use, or whatever, that was taught by them.
All right. All right. Here's another one. Question for both of y'all. Which one is correct? Celebrating holidays, which is wrong in God's eyes, but you allow your kids to, or you don't celebrate, break your kid's heart, but pleasing God for doing right. Okay, look at.
Second one.
I'm going to say this. First and foremost, I'm glad that people ask these type of questions because I believe they deserve answers. I could have easily, Marvelous, had dodged this question and said, I'm not going to answer that. So what? I'll do whatever I want to do. No, but I read it. So let me read it again. Go ahead and open that up, Alex, and then you go ahead and serve yourself from this big-ass jug, this Mexican moonshine bottle. Okay, question for both of y'all once again. Which one is correct? Celebrating holidays, which is wrong in God's eyes, but you allow your kids to. Or you don't celebrate, breaking your kid's heart, but pleasing God for doing right. Okay, so that's for both of us.
All right, you want to go?
My thing is this.
Yeah, here's your thing.
This is my thing.
Go ahead, bro.
Okay. I'm going to raise my kids the way I want to raise them. Okay.
So that's going to you're directing that I got, right?
Hold on. I'm directing that to
Go
that
ahead,
to,
homie.
to,
Go
that,
ahead,
to that
homie.
guy.
Go ahead.
Okay. So I'm just gonna be bold enough. I'm gonna raise my kids, but with the truth, and let them know that there is no Santa Claus, there is no bunny. It's about this.
Mm-hmm.
When they grow up, each and every one of my kids now have all believe like the way I believe.
Uh-huh.
But I raise them that way because I don't want to be a jerk and say this because I'm not trying to pick on any religion. But the majority of all my Jehovah Witness friends that were raised in a house like that, where you were allowed not to celebrate not even your birthday,
Turned out bad.
turned out really bad. And I learned from those guys.
Yeah.
Those were some of the biggest hitters in the hood.
Yeah.
You didn't even give me a cup, but you served yourself.
Damn, like that? Like
no,
that?
fuck that. Hell no. Hell no. Are you sure you don't want one?
I'm good, bro. Thank you.
That's messed up.
Thank you.
Okay. Anyways, so if your kids wanted to go trick or treating, you wouldn't take them?
Would I take them trick or treating?
Yeah.
I mean, man, I sound like a big old hypocrite right now.
So you're gonna disrespect the Most High?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what we're talking about, right? I can't
Yes.
I can't come in here with a lie and tell you that I haven't done that because I have.
Yeah.
I
Me
have
too.
done that,
Me
bro.
too. Me too.
You're
I'm not-
sitting there and you hear all the little kids, and then your mijo's right there looking at you like, we're not gonna go out.
Right.
Fuck.
Yeah. Okay, here's one. Should us raza believe in Jesus Christ as we had our religion and beliefs before Europeans introduced Christianity? You know, I do want to say this. I don't believe Christianity is a European religion.
Why?
I don't believe that because I believe the people that wrote the Bibles were not European. That's my whole point in sharing that.
Oh,
I-
yeah,
I-
but
I don't believe the Europeans wrote it.
But they're asking it as the Bible is not a religion.
Right. It's not.
Christianity is.
Okay, then
It's
okay.
a
That makes sense.
Christianity is a precept of what they say that Torah is or what
Okay.
it's saying. That's what it is. And when you read the Torah and you study precepts upon precepts, you figure out Christianity is actually bad and it's teaching you how to sin because
Mm-hmm.
it's not keeping the law. It's stating that the laws are done away with, and they're not.
Yeah.
And now all you have to do is repent and say this prayer, and you can magically go into that one gate. And there's not one gate in the Bible. There's 12. Why does it say that? You know, it says that the law is not done away with. He came to show you to show you that he was approved to be a sacrificial lamb for the repentance of his people. Possessive pronoun, his people, not everybody. The word world in John 3:16 didn't mean the whole earth. It meant a world of people, a nation of people, a bloodline, a specific people. That's why people get confused when they read the Bible and they go, well, how come it says world right here and it says worlds over here? What does it mean with the S? Well, it means worlds or many nations.
My thing is this. Okay, I believe the Bible to be true. You believe the Bible to be true.
Uh-huh.
But if here, hopefully you can understand my question.
Mhm.
Should us raza believe in Jesus Christ as we had our religion before? Beliefs and before Europeans. What were your religion and beliefs before?
I was raised Catholic.
No, not you. I'm talking
Oh,
about
okay.
like in general because he's
But
talking
we
about.
we had a Messiah. We had our Messiah.
So was
His
that the
name
Mess-
wasn't Jesus, it was the serpent.
I'm saying okay, see that's a good one, and we can go deep into that, but we're not.
Our
But
God. Oishlipochli.
But what I'm saying is that
The
in the Torah.
tabernacle. My bad, homie.
Okay.
Meshi. But Meshika. The real names. That wasn't Jerusalem over there. That's Palestine. Jerusalem's over here in Utah.
Okay, we're not gonna go back and forth on that.
Right?
But
The Red Sea, bro. Where's the Red Sea at? It's down by Mexico. That little part right there. That's really the Red Sea, homie. The Salton Sea. I just passed it.
salud.
Yeah, homie. Where's it at? You can't cheers without drinking something.
Salud. So
Yeah, but I mean, it's all mixed up. We're giving here a little bit of truth, and then they'll add a little bit of lie, keep you mixed up. Hey, you're 5% this and you're 10% that. No, you're not, homie. You're from your dad. That's it.
I appreciate the questions. That's what makes a great conversation. But speaking about Christianity and religion, I just want to touch on something that's been trending.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm not accusing anyone because I don't like to accuse anybody falsely, but I do want to talk about that this is what's trending. Bishop T.D. Jakes.
Okay.
Have you heard anything about it?
No.
Okay, then I won't cover too much.
Uh,
But I'll say what's at least given to us on YouTube and on social media in
that
general.
big dude, right? He's like
The
a
black
preacher?
dude with the white beard.
Yeah,
Okay. That he attends all of Puffy's parties.
Oh, I'll
Okay.
bet.
And that supposedly there's videos or pictures
Uh-huh.
of him involved with sexual activity.
Oh, that's crazy.
And the crazy part is that he's not the giver, he's the getter.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Okay. Now, obviously, these rumors got so big that it got back to him because somebody sent me a clip in the beginning of his sermon that I guess that just happened not too long ago. He addressed it. And he just said, if you have come here, something like to the nature of for me to address the lies that have been going around about
You're in
me,
the wrong place.
you can log off,
don't
you come
talk
to the wrong
about it.
place or whatever.
Damn.
My thing is this, that I've seen that guy preach several times. I'm not a big fan of his. There's just something about him that's always rubbed me the wrong way because he was also a friend with a guy named Bishop Eddie Long out of Georgia. Come to find out he was a flaming homosexual.
Damn.
T.D. Jakes had a son that was a flaming homosexual, and this is true. He put him ahead of his youth group in the church. And then his son ends up getting arrested for exposing himself to an undercover cop, pretending to be a gay dude, I guess.
Yeah.
So all of these rumors surrounded him. So now they're including him. So I don't know how it's all going to play out, but it's crazy though, because when I saw him, you know, you could read a person's character when they address something, bro, and he looked nervous for the first time.
Yeah.
So we're going to see how it's going to play out. But I know Puffy for sure. He's a Pokemon. So, all right. Alex, have you heard about that TD Jakes story that's trending? Do you watch TD Jakes? Oh, okay. All right.
Hey, what about those conjoined twins? Those ones that are stuck together, those two dudes, and one of them's gay, but they share the same butt. For real.
That's real?
Yeah, that's a real thing.
Okay, you need to send that to me so we can cover that in News on Norby's.
That shit's dirty.
So one is gay and the other one...
Yeah, the other one's straight, supposedly, but they're conjoined and they share one butt. Like, how does that... What the hell? They're like, oh, I just tied the sheet right here. Like, you know, I don't want to, like, watch.
But you feel it too, bro.
Hell nah. That's dirty.
You're boning a two-headed monster.
That's crazy.
That's really what you're doing. Okay, question for Marvelous and Tony. Marvelous, when are you going to invite the brothers from Believers of the Way back onto your show for part 2?
Oh, soon. I mean, soon. Whenever we set it, we haven't set nothing up yet, but when I'm done with everything, yeah, well, soon.
Okay. Tony, can you get these same brothers on your show for an episode of Bible Talk? Yes, I don't have a problem with that. My thing is this, that if I'm going to bring them on, I can't have 4 people all at once. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have one brother on, and he's going to read, you know, and then we'll be able to have a discussion. Because when the way we did it, I didn't mind, obviously, but me personally, it's hard to have 2 people or 3 people at once. It's really, really tough. So, but yeah, I don't have a problem. Okay. Marvelous and Tony, a question for you both. How many kids do each of you have?
Bah.
And grandkids?
Wow.
Do you think you'll live to be a great grandfather? Okay, well, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I got 4 kids, 2 boys, 2 girls. I have 4 grandkids, 2 boys, 2 girls. And I'm a great grandfather, bro.
Wow.
I love my
You're
children.
a great grandfather?
No, I'm sorry. I love being a grandfather.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I said I don't know why I say great grandfather.
The
Well, hopefully
hell?
one day I
You're not?
will be a great grandfather.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, but yes, I do love my kids. I love my grandbabies. You know, I would give my life for my kids, bro. Like that's not even an option, bro. Like, but my grandbabies, like my kids, mean everything to me, bro.
Yeah.
You care to share?
Yeah, I got 10 kids.
Okay, 10 kids.
Yeah, I got
Any grandbabies yet?
yeah, I got 2.
2.
Yeah.
Now, do you spend time with these grandbabies?
No, one of them I've spent a little bit of time with. I want to get more, but they're kind of like they're kind of far.
Okay.
So.
All right. Yeah. So, but my question is, like, sometimes when it gets personal like this,
Yeah.
I often wonder, why do you want to know?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not trying to be mean by that, but I wouldn't like.
I think it's just people see us as a certain way, like our persona seems
Okay.
a certain way on camera. But that's why I said, like, you don't know an individual in person how he
Right.
conducts himself.
It's like it doesn't enter into my mind to email Joe Rogan and ask him if he has kids.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
know, but
you wonder. Now that made me wonder. Does that fool have kids? Like, I never seen him with a kid.
see, like to me, I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
like I really don't. Like, I know Mike Tyson has kids because every once in a while he'll mention them.
He just got his daughter tatted, I think, on his
Oh,
the one
really?
that passed away. Remember his daughter passed away in the pool, I think. Rest in peace.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Yeah,
I know he had one, but I think that was a long time ago. Unless he had a second one. Unless I got my stories mixed up, so please don't
Probably
quote.
the one from a long time ago, but I seen
Okay.
he just got a piece, and I'm assuming then that it was his daughter
Okay.
on his chest. It looks pretty tight.
Yeah.
Good.
It says blessings to you. I had a great year with y'all tuning in, and I'll continue to tune in 2024. Thank you very much. And I didn't mean nothing disrespectful by asking. It's just that I just don't like to share personal stuff, you know. Oh, Joe Rogan has 3 girls? Oh, okay. Okay, that'll work. And what about you, Alex? Any kids? Do you want any
Damn.
kids?
You're a catch, huh? All the women hearing her be like, let me see
ahead,
what
Alex.
he looks like.
Nah,
No kids.
nah,
Do you-
no kids.
Do you want
Are
any
you-
kids?
Are you on any dating sites?
Nah, hell no.
Let them know. Let them know.
No, but you know what? I can't recommend Facebook dating.
Oh, you're on Facebook dating?
I was, but it worked out for me for a minute. But
Have you ever
it's
been
not-
catfish before?
Yes.
Yeah?
All the time. Every time.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Okay. Question for both of y'all. Have you guys seen the movie Leave the World Behind? No, I've heard about it, but I haven't. And if so, what's your thoughts on it? If not, go watch it.
I seen part of it, but it was boring. It was boring, and too many people told me about the ending. And
Oh,
I was like, oh man, I'm not even looking forward
Who's
to
that
the
was?
ending now.
Is Julia Roberts in there?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's
She looks really like aged. Bro.
Yeah.
I don't want to say, but she don't look like the Julia that we know from Pretty
From
Woman.
Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
Okay. But then again, that was an 80s movie, so
Mhm.
let's cut
Yeah.
a little slack.
I know.
Marvelous.
We expect these people like, well, and that's the same thing. We make these assumptions that that's how the people are gonna look young forever. They're supposed to be. When you see them, we're like, damn, they're old.
Like, I'm sorry to say, you know who's a great talent and who's old? But fuck, stop stretching your fucking face, Madonna.
Oh, really? I haven't seen her.
Damn, that bitch looks like the bride of Chucky, bro. Seriously, like,
Damn.
she looks tore up, bro. Because she's just constantly stretching her face. She doesn't even look real anymore. Okay, next question. Are you guys going to party for New Year's after the show? Yes, right now. Tell Norbees there is a big Taco Bell drop downtown Tucson, AZ, that we should attend since he likes it so much. So Norbert, if you're watching, there is a big Taco Bell drop downtown Tucson, Arizona. So are you gonna party when you get home?
Nah, I'm gonna maybe throw on a movie and chill.
All right,
That's about it, bro.
all right.
Yeah. Hey, you remember the movie Dirty Rotten Scoundrels?
Who's that with?
Man, that comedian, he's an older white actor. I forgot his name, man. He was in the Naked Gun. He was the main actor from Naked Gun. What's his name?
No, I know who you're
With
talking
the
about.
white hair.
The white hair. He's hilarious.
Yeah,
bro.
that shit was funny. That's a good ass movie.
Dirty Rotten. I'm trying to remember.
All right, what about Planes, Trains, and Automobiles? Remember
Of course,
that one?
that with John Candy
Yeah,
and
when he goes to the
Steve
airport
Martin.
and he goes, I just want my effing ticket for my effing car and it's effing rated. Like, yeah.
No, that one's good. Remember? No, I'm not gonna say it. Because I just think this part is hilarious, bro. But people, remember when you get the room, and he said, "Where's your hands?" He goes, "Between two pillows."
Oh, yeah. Those aren't two pillows. They're his butt cheeks. Yeah. Hey, what about Home Alone, homie? Home Alone.
I love Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2, bro.
Okay. So in the beginning of the movie, when they're leaving, they throw his ticket in the trash. It shows his ticket.
Yes,
right?
I remember that.
So at the end of the movie, when she's saying, I wish I could have my son back, and then she says that she'll sell her soul to the devil, right? And then who shows up? John Candy. And what he plays in it, he's a musician. What was the devil? And he gets her to her son. So did she sell her soul?
That was actually pretty good because in Plane, Trains, and Automobiles, I don't know if you remember, he's in a car with Steve Martin and they're headed in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
And the truck's coming.
Yeah, yeah.
And then all the sparks are flying and
Yeah.
he turns into the devil.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he's like, ah, ha, 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 ha.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if, I mean, those are conspiracy. What if that really is,
Remember what John Candy said when his music was big? Oh, we're really big in Sheboygan.
Do
you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sheboygan, and he goes, and I think he plays polka music.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious. I like John Candy.
Mhm.
But that's crazy.
It
though.
makes you think,
Yeah, makes me think. Makes things that make it go,
Uh-huh.
Okay. Here we go. Are you guys okay? We already read that. What are your guys' predictions for 2024? What is something that will surprise us? I'll be honest with you. If Trump doesn't get in office, that will surprise me.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
True.
We're in Babylon,
True.
point blank.
Okay. Here's another one. It's almost the same. Blessed and happy New Year's. What do you guys think will come for the year 2024? Any predictions?
I don't know. I don't know, bro. I know that we're supposed to have more severe weather than we've been having, and a blackout for a couple of days. But I don't know when that's gonna happen. I can't say.
I do believe, Marvelous, I'm not going to say this is for 2024, but I do believe that there will come a time where all technology is just going to shut off.
Well, that's part of it, right? My bad. Go ahead, finish. My bad. I'm gonna say something after that. Go
Okay, and here's the bad part, because I'm teaching my grandkids how to read a clock.
ahead.
Like today you ask a kid, what time is it?
Yeah.
And a lot of them don't know.
Right.
a lot of them don't know.
They don't know how to read a dial clock.
Yeah, a dial clock.
They can't do it.
They can't do it. So a lot of them don't even want to read books.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just hear the audio,
Yeah.
you know, or what's the answer? I'll just Google it,
Yeah.
or I'll just YouTube it, the history of it.
Yep.
Take all that away, and you have a dumbed down generation,
Yeah.
bro. Take all that because they can text, they can tweet,
They won't be able to sustain
they can
themselves,
inbox,
bro.
they can DM, they can
Yeah.
everything except have a conversation.
Yeah.
But they could sure as hell send a dick pic and a nude picture. Which
up.
it gets me that you can do all of that, and we're crippling the next generation, bro. So if all technology shuts down, guess what? You're gonna have to go back to doing something we used to do in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Have a conversation.
Or play outside.
Play outside. Yeah.
Play outside. Yeah. Steve Martin. They put him in the chat. That's who it is. The actor.
Yeah. Steve Martin with John Candy.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see.
Oh, so what I was gonna say, bro,
Yeah.
is I know that I don't know when, but I know when shit does hit the fan, that schools will be locked down. I know that to be a fact, and you will not be able to take your kid out of the school unless you show proof of vaccination, or either if the chip's out yet, you would have to show proof of all that to get your child. If not, your child will be taken by social services and taken to a FEMA facility.
Well,
I know that to be a fact.
I know that's what that's what's going to happen, because if your child doesn't know what he or she is, and if you don't accommodate them, your child could be taken away from you. Okay, I eventually believe that's going to happen. Okay, but I saw something that was so pure and beautiful and innocent. I think the child must have been maybe like 5 years old, man. And I just thought it was so beautiful. I sent it to a couple of my buddies and a couple of people on the DM. One guy says this: I got $10,000. I believe it was $10,000, Marvelous. Or either that or $5,000, but it was a certain amount of money. And he gave it to the kid. He goes, I got $10,000 right here. Or I got 2 brand new out of the bag Oreo cookies.
And you took the Oreo cookies. Yeah.
And the kid went like this. He was about 5 years old. He went
Yeah.
like this. And he goes, are you sure you have $10,000? Are you sure? And he goes, yes. That was the beauty and the innocence of a child.
Yeah.
And then you have people that are trying to rob that from those kids, bro.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah. So, all right, Tony, what happened to Freaky Tales show? 2024, more Freaky Tales coming. I promise you that. Okay. I promised you that I was gonna go twice a week on October, and I haven't gone live since then. It takes a lot, bro. It takes a lot to sit there and to book people that have had paranormal experiences or stories. So 2024. So here's another one. Oh yeah, will it be more consistent show come 2024? Would love to see Afro Guy as a regular co-host. Afro is a rapper named Afro. He's that black hat Mexican, dope lyricist. But he's amazing at como se dice, what was that, Alex, what he does about as far as movies?
Storytelling or what?
No.
No, he could tell you everything about the movie, all the actors. And
Really?
Yeah. Like
he
we go over-
analyzes real well.
Oh.
Yes, he
Alright.
does.
Wow.
Very, very well, bro. When it comes to producer, director, to the lighting, to the acting, to
That's what's
everything,
up.
he's really, really good.
That's dope.
Okay, so here's another one. Thoughts on YouTuber Little Moco doing Mexican parodies, but not being of Mexican descent. See, now,
Damn, I didn't even know that. What is he?
yeah, okay.
What is he? I didn't know that.
I've always asked. I don't know what he is.
Wow.
Like, I don't know what he is. My thing is this: if he's a white guy doing Mexican parodies, do we know any Mexicans doing any white parodies? And how would we do them?
George Lopez. He always acts like he's a white guy.
Oh my
He-
God.
He don't date raza. I heard. I don't know. Cheech, the same thing. I don't know. I heard that he doesn't date like within our race. I don't know if that's true or
See,
not. But
and black people can say that about black artists or black athletes because they all date white women. They all marry white women.
yeah,
So I don't know what it is, bro.
I don't know.
But I had heard that Little Moco was white. I'm not sure, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now I'm throwing that out to the audience. Is that disrespectful? That he is, I guess, earning monetization, getting booked, so-called imitating raza or making fun of?
Anybody in our raza would say, of course, it's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Of course. But how many of our raza are watching it at the same
Yeah,
time?
I don't know.
And sharing those videos and being like, oh, look at this fool. Like, fuck that. But, it's kind of funny. Like, who's
Yeah.
doing that? So that's a hard question to answer.
No, it is a hard question. But then again, what if I was a comedian and all I had was Chinese jokes?
Yeah, I mean, it would be messed up for me to go on a comedian and say nothing but Chinese jokes or black jokes and all this and that.
Yeah.
Then that would be really racial, if I don't clown on my own ethnicity.
Right. Okay.
You know who is really good at that? He's a stand-up comedian, well known. He's from India. If somebody knows his name, please type his name. He's from India. No, he's like one of the most. He's a really well-known comedian, bro. I don't know why I can't. He's all over Netflix and YouTube, but he always clown. He goes, I thought I was the most Indian person in the world. He was born and raised in Canada, or whatever,
okay.
I think. And he goes, I took a trip to India just to show these Indians how Indian I was. And he goes, when the plane landed, I guess they opened the plane right there, and you get off on the runway. Like it isn't like over here. And he goes, they opened that door, and I was ready to go tell my people how Indian I was. And he goes, they opened the door, and he makes the ugliest face, bro. And he's ready to say like whatever he was gonna say, homie, all powered up and shit.
Yeah.
And he goes, I was about to say something, and they open the door, and I get this big whiff of shit. He said that he thought that nobody took a shower from it. I don't know, but that was fucked up, but he clowns on every race, but he clowned on his own race. And I guess if you could do that, then you're showing like you're just a clown, like you just clown around and it's innocent. But when you're just doing it on a specific race, like our raza,
Yeah.
then he needs his ass kicked,
Yeah.
point blank.
Okay.
Like, grab that fool by the throat and just don't let go.
Yeah. I bet you. I don't want to say it.
I'll say it for you.
Okay. If somebody just fucked up his ass one time, then he'll probably stop. But I'm not encouraging that, so don't quote me on that. Okay. Marvelous. When are you gonna have your cousin F Nasty?
Oh, Sick Nasty.
Okay, they put F Nasty on
Yeah.
here. Sick Nasty in this show and rap with your primo or be in the music video. But yeah, have it for me a year.
So a lot of people know about my cousin, Big Sick Nasty. You guys could look him up on YouTube.
Is that the one that's come here?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the one that's come here. He's like my brother. Like he is my brother. But he could have had an amazing career. He could have had a real amazing career because I don't want to, I know you're a radio show and I could be like, I'm sure that I could probably bring him here and maybe like you would have him on the show. But I don't want to promote like I don't know how to say it.
You don't want to overhype him? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't want to overhype him. If people say, oh, you're just doing it because that's your primo. You're just saying it because, like what I'm going to say right now, he's a badass rapper. My cousin could rap. Like, he's bad on beats, his voice. He knows to do his ad-libs. He knows how to stack his voice. He knows all about that. But he just got caught up with certain people in the industry, or that supposedly were in the industry.
Right.
And they wasted his time. And I'm sorry, and I know the person's gonna hear it, and I'm not even gonna say his name or nothing, but for real, homie, like, it was a waste of time. It was. A lot of years were wasted in their precious years that he can't get back. There were his whole 20s, He
Yeah.
could have got signed. But in the midst of that, you were saying that, oh no, we have a verbal agreement. He don't need to be signed. To other people that were telling you, why don't you sign him? Or like spending so many hours in the studio or writing, stuff. And if you sound better, like, you're not gonna throw him on the song, like, or you had him on a song and you took him off a song to add your thing or put somebody else on there. Like, that's not cool. That's not cool. You know what I mean? If you have an agreement to go do that song,
Right.
you go do that song. And if there's something that you don't like, tell the vato that you don't like it, homie. Like, or maybe can you rewrite this, or show me 3 versions of what you could write, and then we'll see which one's the best, or mix them up, and we'll add whatever after.
Yeah.
But don't do that, homie. I'm not gonna. Hey, Tony, can you throw a verse on this track? Spit this many bars or whatever. We're gonna do 3 verses or whatever, and you go spend your time. You could be making money, and when you leave, oh, you sounded good, homie, and you leave, I take you off the track. Like, how messed up is that? You know, like. So he could have had a good career, my cousin. He could. He's bad. at that time, what's his name? He had just got signed. I believe I don't know if it's true or not. I don't want to say that's fact, but what's his name? Chino Grande. He got signed to Akon or was in communication with Akon.
I have no idea.
That was a big deal right there. Chino, man, he was I think that was the first one to get signed by somebody big.
Right.
Other than that, nobody else was getting signed.
He was another guy that I talked to like 2.5 years ago and told me he wanted to come on. He wanted to come on, wanted to come on. Nothing. Same thing with Major Loco. He wanted to come on, then he retired, then he unretired, then he's not doing interviews. So,
Oh, I didn't even know he retired.
yeah, no, that's what he said, bro. So, like I said, bro, and I'm not saying this about these individuals, just in general, there's just a lot of people that contact me
Yeah.
and they say they want to and they never come.
Uh,
All right, let me shoot you dates. Oh, I'll let you know.
yeah.
Why did you contact me, bro? It's like me saying this, Marvelous. I want to get a tattoo. Okay, come through. I'm just not sure when.
Yeah. I have people do that to me all the time. Or some people, not everybody, but some people have hit me up. They leave a deposit. Okay, it's $100, but hey, that 100 goes to your tattoo. Don't even trip, you know? Oh, okay, cool. They don't show up. The next day, hey, you think I can get that deposit back? What?
No.
Do you know what a deposit is for?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I just don't like being. Don't tell me you're gonna do something and not do it. Like, come on.
Right. Okay. For Tony and Marvelous, what you think it will happen 2024? Some big event in the world? A lot of people are just asking for predictions, bro.
I don't know. I'm not a psychic.
Me personally, like I said, I'm not a psychic. And I'm definitely not going to say anything, but I will say that it will shock me if Trump doesn't make it in office because I don't see fucking Michael Myers Biden winning. So anyways, okay. I respect Marvelous on his thoughts and views, but damn, homie, Marvelous is the laughing stock of YouTube now.
Who says that? In his eyes. Look at see how one person could spin a whole narrative like everybody agrees with this dude. Like what the fuck is he doing? He watches YouTube that much to know about my life. Imagine that.
Well, here's my question to him. Because most likely he's watching if he asked a question. When we put up the number, just like call in.
Let's have that conversation.
Ask like, how is Marvelous the laughing stock of YouTube?
Yeah.
What did he do to become the laughing stock? I think that's only fair.
And then who's saying it? Like who agrees with you?
Yeah. So like that's my thing. Like if you're gonna say something like that, at least call in.
Yeah.
And hey, Marvelous, you're the laughing stock. Why? Because somebody made a video. Okay, cool, whatever. I mean, for a while, I was famous. I was trending, remember? Everybody was making a video. They couldn't keep my dick out of their mouth. So, but that's just the way it is. But they like that fucking taste.
Oh, my God.
Bro, I'm not gonna back down from that shit. Like, these motherfuckers know how I come. Okay? Okay, let me see. Alice, go ahead and put up the number. So if anybody has any farewells, any, wishes, any predictions, any questions for Marvelous, go ahead and call in right now. We're putting up the number. And I'm going to serve me a little bit more Clamato. I recommend this Clamato, bro. This is the picante, and it's with lime.
Get it.
And it's actually pretty damn good, you guys.
Get it. 2 seconds.
Yeah. Have you had our tags up there, Alex? Because you haven't been doing it. Okay, let me see. Okay. Caller, call back. Here we go. Marvelous. Okay. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Marvelous. Don't mistake me for Eddie from Pasadena. This is Spencer Baca from Sacramento. Don't mistake me
This
for
works.
Eddie.
But this one doesn't.
Marvelous.
Spencer.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
How are you always able to be the first caller, bro?
I don't know. Sometimes it's me, but other times Kike gets in a lot too. But what I do is I watch before you put up the number. I have the number memorized, so I just save the number in my contacts as Tony Alvarez, and as soon as you put it up, I call it.
Dope. What's your question, my bro?
Okay, so I want to ask a couple, but I am respectful of your time. Should I just ask two of my best.
Two of your best, my bro. Two of your best. Alex, you want some more?
Okay, so Tony, the first one, I know like a month ago or so on an episode in an intro, you said in 2024 things were going to be changing on your podcast. So just curious, will Marvelous still be on the show next year, or are you going to focus on other things, Tony?
No, Marvelous will always be here, bro. Well, we're probably just going to have a little different setup for conversation with Marvelous. That's what I mean. A little different setup for conversations and a little different setup for News with Norbies. Like, I'll probably have News with Norbies like him wearing booty shorts and high heels and a tank top and stuff like that.
Oh, hell no.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Okay. Also then, before I ask my last question, I know this is sort of a question too, I guess, but have you figured out yet when you're going to stop podcasting?
As of right now, when I complete my 50th year, September 11th, 2024. As of right now, that's the
So
way
you're
I feel.
going to I hope you go to episode 400 of Rhodium Radio, but in the comments when you put like questions for Marvelous or whatever, submit your questions below. I put one down, but you didn't read mine, so I thought I'd ask. Now, I've watched this movie on Tubi today. It's actually Corrupt from the Dog Pounds in it. It was free on Tubi. Have you seen a movie? It's called Dark Blue. It's with Corrupt and Dash Mayak. They play like hood gangsters in LA working for a dirty cop.
No, I did not, bro. I did not. I think Harrison Ford might be in it,
What?
if that's the one.
No, Kurt Russell's in it.
Okay, no, I never saw it.
Oh, I heard about that movie.
Is it any good?
Yeah, it's a very good movie. They're gangsters, Corrupt and this white guy named Dash Mayak. They play like gangbangers in LA, like causing havoc. It's a good movie. It's free on Tubi. Do you
Okay.
have Tubi, Tony?
No, I do not.
Okay, well, I'm sure you could rent it probably for a few bucks as well.
All good. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Have a blessed New Year. And I'm going to be watching the Dick Clark show when they lower the ball and, sing
He's still around?
Merry
Dick
New
Clark?
Year. No, he's been
He
gone.
passed away, right? Yeah.
Passed away.
All right.
So thank you,
Well, have a
Spencer.
good night, Tone.
All right, we're out of here. Thank you. Okay, come on, everybody. We had a 760 caller. I think we missed a couple of phone calls, but I don't know how Spencer Baca does it. Caller, your name and where are you calling from? Caller. Okay, let's keep it pushing, you guys. Let me see. Okay, caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Tony A? Saludos from Indiana, South Bend, Notre Dame. You already know.
South Bend, Notre Dame. You already know, bro. I thought we were gonna make the playoffs
Yeah.
this year, bro.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't know.
No, it was too. It
I
was
don't really watch football, bro, but it's really nice out here, looking at the football games and shit like that.
No, I love Notre Dame, bro. So hopefully next year I'll be able to make my way out there. But everybody tells me flying to Chicago, then take the train to South Bend. But they tell me do not stay in South Bend because nothing happens in South Bend. Is that true?
Yeah, nothing happens, but it's real nice though. They got pretty nice restaurants here and there.
Oh,
But
good.
it's nice. If you ever come down here, let me know, man. I'll show you around. Show you
Hey.
some nice places, some Mexican food, stuff like that.
Oh shit! Then I'm gonna save your numbers if that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool, bro.
Okay, that'll work.
Hey, what's up, Marvelous?
What up, homie?
That maravilloso.
I hope you're having a good time. Send my respects to you and the family, bro.
Thank you. Happy New Year to both of you, man. The whole team, Alex, Norby's, probably eating Taco Bell in the back.
Ah.
Yeah, no, I heard you guys talk about Gold Toast, the whole situation. Have you guys seen the Conejo response to it?
I didn't even know he had a response, bro. I'll be honest with you. The only time I watch YouTube is when somebody sends me something. That's rarely, or when I want to watch one of my old episodes. I really do not like entertained by YouTube, but I don't know. Fill us in. What was his response?
It was good. I seen it.
Well, he was just saying about the whole the hater world or Blue Devil, whatever that fool's name.
That narrative, right?
Talking about the whole talking about how Gotos was uh bringing the whole north to the south and stuff like that, and making them look bad. But Conejo was just saying that in his point of view, it's like he's bringing like the peace to both treaties or whatever, like to the both to the music wise. You know what I mean? Chicano world, the whole music. I mean, what do you guys think about it?
Well, before Marvelous, you want to go first?
No, go ahead, bro.
Okay.
Go ahead.
My thing is like this. I met Gotos 2 years ago, bro. And ever since then, he's been a very, very good dude. I have nothing but praise and good things to say about him, bro. I've even spoken to his mother over the phone. I've had several dinners with him. As a matter of fact, I gave Gotos his first live podcast interview here on Rhodium Radio.
Yeah,
And
that was dope.
yeah, you know when we got along just great, bro. As a matter of fact, I talked to him earlier today. Wish me happy New Year's and everything. Hopefully, we get to do some things in 2024. But I think a lot of people focus more on where he grew up at instead of the individual. And he's been nothing but a good man. And he's kept it 100 with me. And I have nothing negative to say other than if he's winning, bro, this guy owns his own digital distribution and has over 6,000 artists on his digital distribution, bro. Keep winning, bro. Nothing but blessings upon you and your family. Like I said, I have nothing,
Well,
but people are always going to say something negative because of where he grew up at. And that's childish.
yeah. Well, I think it's dope. I think it would be more dope if you know, both both sides will collab on making music. You know, just making music wise. You know,
Mhm.
I think that's what he came down there for. And it was nice looking at the picture, looking at Little One, looking at Budachi. You know, it would be nice if they could go up there and, you know, if they could show some love like they show love to him down there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just make music wise. I think making music wise for both, for the culture. You know what I mean? The whole Chicano culture would be dope.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think? You know more about music. You think that would be dope?
I think it'll be dope, bro. As long as the song is dope, yeah. Not just for the movement, but the music's got to be dope. You know, like one example, this guy Mozzie. I think he's from Sacramento, if I'm correct. You know, YG had no problem going up there and making a video. Snoop Dogg had no problem recording a song with him. But when it comes to Raza, bro, we are extra hard on each other. I don't know if this is true,
'cause, I mean,
Marvelous.
it's pretty nice, you know. Even I heard a couple dudes, you know, talk about they've listened to Woody. I think his lyrical if you think about hip hop and the whole music wise. I mean, I think they're dope. I mean, Big Tone is dope. I've heard of a couple songs from him. I mean, it's just music wise. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
listening to better music, not this mumbling shit that's going around.
Right. All good, my bro, man. Appreciate that phone call. Marvelous, you want to say anything?
Yeah, but it's kind of like a long spill. But
Go for it.
I think that honestly, bro, gang issues and stuff like that are always gonna trump or overweigh other things. So you got to be careful with and this is really important, right? I've seen a lot of people get destroyed over narratives and narratives of people trying to push their own narrative. We've seen it done when in the comment section with people saying, "Oh, well, I think this," or like the statement that guy just made, right? Oh, Marvelous is what the laughing stock of YouTube, or what do you say, or some shit like that, right? He's saying that on a comment, right? So now you got all these other people attracted to that, and now everybody's gonna think that, right? So you got this dude from this podcast that put this narrative out there. Oh yeah, you know, Gotos is, you know, he's undercover. You know, he's trying to bring all the Northerners down here, and they're gonna take over. That was never gonna happen. That's probably not even his intentions. But you know what? That becomes reality now, because now Northerners are seeing that on YouTube, and now they want to be the first to establish a barrio down here, and now it might happen. because this fool went and put a narrative out there and got people believing it, and now they're manifesting his whatever his mindset is. They're making it happen. They're gonna make it happen, and it happens all the time. It happened, and it's stupid for anybody to say, "I don't give a fuck who is against me on this shit." It's stupid for anybody to say F a Norteño or F anybody up there or whatever when it comes down to our raza. There are people.
Yeah.
We're the same fucking bloodline, homie.
Yeah.
Who spun that narrative of you're from down south and you're from narrative? We did it. Do you know who did that? Nobody. I'll bet you nobody on YouTube, or a couple of people are going to know that have been busted. But nobody's going to really know who spun that narrative and who separated us. The CDC did that. They did that. They started asking, "Oh, do you live below Bakersfield or do you live above? We're going to separate you guys because you guys don't get along." In their head, their narrative, they don't know they don't know politics. They don't know shit. Nothing. And now you got raza. Oh yeah, well, see, I heard if they're from a Bakersfield, homie, they're either a Bulldog or they're a Norteño. Fuck that. Like, chale, homie, they're our fucking bloodline. They're our bloodline.
Yeah,
They were here. They're fucking
it's
grandpas from my
true.
barrios. Like, they got family members that are Sureños or whatever. Like, what does it matter?
Right. Well, you got to remember that the guy who's
Yeah,
spinning this, once again, his
that's
IQ is the same of a possum.
It's retarded. Oh, there'll never be no peace in the in the raza. They'll never. So stop spitting that shit on that. You like that just shows you.
Yeah.
That shows you where that person's character's at. Even the name of the show, The Haters. Like, come on, homie. Like, how is that?
Yeah.
The Blue Devil. The Blue Devil. Like, how fucking like? Does that sound hard to you, homie? Like, you sound.
I think he's still back in the 1980s, bro. That's what it is.
It's
He's
retarded, homie. And I
got
don't mean
that
to.
mindset,
Yeah,
you
I
know
don't
what
mean
I
to
mean?
bash that young mindset like that.
Right.
But it's a young mindset. It is. There's no growth. There isn't any growth. And the reaction to this, what I'm saying right now, should be pretty funny. So I'm sure it's gonna be coming. But it's stupid. It's fucking dumb. You're lame for doing it. And you should try to promote unity in the community. He tried to spin a narrative about that. I was talking about paisas. What the fuck? I backed up more paisas than cholos. Like, what are you talking about? I called you a paisa because you're a paisa. You are, homie. You are a paisa. Like, admit it. Love that. Embrace that. I'm a paisa. Fuck yeah. I know paisas that are down.
Even Conejo embraces that.
Yeah,
Conejo
go-
embraces that in every move.
That's
movie,
right.
In every YouTube
Beautiful.
thing he gives out, he embraces it. He talks about it. He says he's a paisa
Yeah.
because he lived down there. He said he embraces in it.
It's
But
dumb.
it's nothing wrong with being what it. You know, I've met a lot of them, man. Like even in the federal system, there's a whole bunch of them, man.
Yeah. It's
And
dumb.
then they're cool, man. They just love.
Yeah, homie. The other big argument that got on this show, homie, was over Chicano. Somebody called in asking me about Chicano, and then some dude, everybody knows who it is, got all hurt. Oh, when he found out that he wasn't a Chicano, he thought Chicano was for everybody, and it's not, homie. It's only for a bloodline of the Mexica. A Chicano, a Mexicano, Mexicano.
Check this out, man. My dad is born in there. He's born in Mexico. He even says it, that Chicanos is Mexican Americans that been here. Either they were born here, or they've been here for decades. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why he got hurt about it.
And the thing is that there's no
it's true. I mean,
my bad, homie. The thing is, what I'm getting at is that there's no separation in a word. It doesn't matter if I'm saying he's Chicano or he's fucking from Honduras or whatever. They're still raza. They're still our people. It doesn't matter. Like, why are you letting a word bother you so much, homie? Like, if you're a homie and you're from a barrio and you grew up in, like, the cultura, like, they call it Chicano culture, right?
Right.
That's firme. That's cool that we throw a label on it. But if you went to Whittier Boulevard in the 70s or whenever, and you went and asked people, hey, you're from Mexico? The majority would be, but there's going to be Salvadorians in there. There's going to be Guatemalans in there.
Yeah.
There's going to be people from Colombia. Oh, I will have Colombian, or I'm this and that, whatever. Like, they're not all Mexican. So you can't say that,
course.
we made the whole scene. Like, not as a whole, we did it together. And as a whole, we can do it again.
Absolutely.
Whatever we put our energy
I think-
that's what we're going to manifest.
I agree.
I think you guys should do that. Go around East LA, go around Whittier Boulevard, and ask our own raza what their opinion is, so they can hear it.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, homie.
All right, well, have a good night, man. Happy New Year's.
We love you.
You too. Have a good night.
That's my wife.
My respects. My respects.
Hey, have a good night, man.
Have a good night.
I want to be like Spencer Baca in here. All right.
Happy New Year. Okay, here we go. Okay, caller, let's go. If you got the balls, make the calls once again. We're calling out that one person. Here we go. Caller, your name or where are you calling from?
Yeah, it's the homie Kike from the city of Escondido.
What's Kike? What's good, my bro?
What's up, motherfuckers? Primero, Marvelous. Hey, fool, you gotta drop some more content, dog. Like, you started off high and you've kind of been fizzling now, fool.
No, I
What's up
know.
with that?
I am, homie. I'm just like, you know what? I hate repeating it over and over. I just
He's
have
a laughing stock of
Yeah, I'm
YouTube.
the laughing stock. I just found out, homie. I'm the laughing stock. So now that's kind of like I really don't want to put nothing up no more. No, but I do have a lot of content that I am gonna be doing. I'll be done by this month with all my shit that I'm getting done, and I will be dropping content. My bigger thing that I am doing though is I'm putting together a team to actually have, and I'm not saying I'm Mr. Know-It-All, I'm just saying what I'm doing. And I don't know how many other people are doing it, but if you want to participate, you're more than welcome. It's going to be a form of a rite of passage on coming back to your indigenous roots. So you will be able to sign up. We will be going for the first time, spending a week in the wilderness, and you will be taught how to make weaponry. You'll be taught of what plants you can eat, different rituals that we used to do, or dances, ceremonial stuff, stuff like that. And I'm gonna do the men. The men are gonna be first to join the program, but there will eventually. I'm in talks with 2 women right now that are from 2 different tribes, but they're gonna have a class for the girls. So if mothers want to come with their daughters, they could join the women class and learn about your hair. You could learn about everything that the women learned in our cultura, or as much as we could gather together.
Yeah.
They will learn that. And at the end, and the same thing with the men and their sons. You could come as a father and a son. If you don't have no kids, you could bring a brother, or you could come by yourself if you want. But at the end, if you make it through, which you're most likely going to make it through, learning a lot of stuff about our cultura, you'll receive your certificate of rite of passage.
Awesome. Awesome.
So that's the main thing
That's fucking dope, man.
That's the main thing I'm focusing on, homie. This, bringing us back to, we don't learn none of this in school. This has been taken from us. It's been robbed from us. And all this other extra shit has been thrown in our way. And learn how to be a doctor, learn how to be this. Yeah, you can learn how to be a real doctor. And I can show you how to really heal yourself, instead of getting some pills, here's a plant,
Very true. Very true.
Like if you ever, at the store shut down, here's how you hunt. Here's how you make a weapon. Here's, what plants you could eat. Here's where you can search for water. Here's how to dig for water. People don't even know that they could dig for water.
Very true.
Hey, Tony, I got a question, bro. Or más que nada, just a comment, fool. You got any words to the wise on giving some of these lame ass podcasts fucking pointers and shit on how to conduct a proper interview?
Yes. Log off.
Hell yeah.
No, that's it, bro. Look at. Yes. Let me just say this, Marvelous, and I think you'll agree with me. If you're not blessing our people, educating our people, sharing knowledge and wisdom to our people so that we can grow, and all you're doing is doing a fucking Maury and Jerry Springer show, you're a poison to our people.
You're contributing to the destruction of our race.
You are
ethnicity.
Poison to our people, and that's all I'm going to say, bro. Mm-hmm. You have to use common sense, bro. Like if I'm not benefiting from watching this, from hearing this, if I'm not learning, if I'm not growing, if I'm not, if I'm not moving in the right direction, or at least, I know people don't watch podcasts to like learn how to live their life, because many people are successful. The people that I'm afraid of are weak people that listen to some of these podcasts and believe these idiots.
Yeah.
And then run with that narrative.
And I even tell people the same thing. Don't believe me. Don't believe anything. Like the people that agree with me, and they're like, oh yeah, I believe you, Marvelous. I think you're telling the truth, homie. You sound like a stand-up guy, and you sound like you know what you're talking about, right? I tell them, you know what? Don't even say that shit.
Yeah.
Don't even go based off that. I want you to come against me on what everything I'm saying and prove me wrong. If you could prove me wrong, then you're gonna prove me wrong, and I'm gonna look like an idiot. But, eventually you're going to be able to say, you know what? I studied it for myself. And I know that. I didn't just hear it from him. I looked it up.
And that's one thing that I've always said, everything that we share, please look it up.
Yeah.
Please look it up. So that's what I'm going to say. Like, I would like to hope, whether it comes to wisdom and knowledge or music, that people would at least benefit from my podcast. If they don't, then unsubscribe and don't watch if you don't gain anything from this. But, like I said, if they want to continue to spread chisme and gossip, you are being poisoned by these podcasters. And I'll leave it at that, bro.
Hell yeah. Hey, because I wanted to make it a point what you said one time, bro. If you're going to be interviewing these people when it comes down to the music business, dog, how the fuck are you not going to know who AOT the Saint is? You know what I mean? I'm just saying because I heard it recently on some fucking Bags podcast from fucking Washington or Seattle or some shit. You know what I mean? You bring up a heavyweight like AOT and you don't even know who the fuck that is. Like, just get the fuck off, man. Like, you got no business in this fucking thing.
You're being 100% because I've had AOT here twice. And you know what? And my thing is this. It's like the scriptures. We're just not going to teach the New Testament. We're going to teach the Old Testament. So if you're a student of this rap game, don't just study these new rappers. Study the Old Testament of rap. Find out who these people are. Who used to write for Kid Frost? Who wrote this song? Who wrote that song? Whatever. I just think that rappers should be educated, not just get on the mic and spit, get drunk, and blow fucking weed smoke at the camera. I truly do believe that you need to be educated.
Well, a true person that is into music or whatever is gonna be studied or weathered, and whoever.
Absolutely.
You know who was, and you tell me all the time, is that little dude, Mr. D. He knew a lot about old school shit.
A student of the game, bro.
Yeah.
He was a student of the game. There's a lot of people out there like that. So, yeah, bro. Thank you for calling in, bro.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for your time. Hey, we hope you vatos have a beautiful fucking night. Get home safe and
You
shit.
too, homie.
And fucking let 2024 be better than fucking 2023, dog.
Absolutely.
May everybody in the whole team stay blessed, dog. Saludos, and I'm out.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
Okay, we're going to take about 2 more phone calls. So if you want to get your phone call in, make sure you guys call in right now. Once again, if you got the balls, make the calls. And all you podcasters, stop biting my lines. Okay? Here we go. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Is 50 calling from Rubero, California, Riverside.
What's good, my brother? You got a question?
Yeah, Marvelous questions for you. Have you heard about the door or portal in Oregon and the mountains in Oregon?
Yes, I have.
And have you like researched it as far as like they're talking about giants and shit coming out of there
Yeah, but
and
that.
multiple portals?
Yeah, I think I'm glad you brought that up, homie. I think that's a narrative that they're pushing because the people that know the truth about the giants is that bloodline is still in here. And some of the giants that carry that bloodline within them, they look just like us. Like they're not tall like that, And I believe it's due to the immunization shots that they're doing that are changing their molecular structure or something like that. It has to be something like that. Because that bloodline, there's still people that are being born with 6 fingers that the giants had. There's still people being born with 2 rows of teeth, just like the giants had. And there's still people that are being born. They call it a tumor. A tumor in where's it located in that part of your brain? Is it a medulla? What's it called? I forgot the name of it. It's a part of your brain. They say that it's a tumor that's growing, and it doesn't. Your bones don't know when to stop growing. Or whatever. But these people eventually stop growing,
Okay.
They're big in stature. They're over 8 feet tall, and they're in basketball as we speak right now. These are giants. These aren't regular people. Like, that's that bloodline still. So a giant coming out of a.
Go
ahead, bro.
Did you see that tall ass fool that in Sinaloa?
Oh yeah, homie. That's a big ass dude. Yeah.
8 foot.
Yup.
Picking up like a transmission or an engine or some shit.
Yeah, people are barely getting hip to it, homie. That there was giants here, and now everything's starting to make a little bit more sense, But like I said, I tell people like, hey, read it. You could read Cortez's diary, him talking about seeing giants off the shore before he was landing.
Yo,
I mean,
were you
what?
talking about the pituitary
The
gland?
pituitary gland. There you go. That's where they say that tumor is, and there's a malfunction somewhere, and your bones keep growing, and that you eventually die from that tumor. But nah.
All right.
Yeah, and I seen you guys were online and shit while live. I messaged Blue Devil And I told that fool, got the balls, make the calls. And he said, you guys don't even got enough viewers.
Oh my
So I just
god.
left it at that and wished him
I tried
Happy
to
New Year's.
I tried to go on that show, homie. I even went. You have to subscribe to fucking leave a comment. You know, so I went ahead and I subscribed to leave a comment. You know, all you got to do is call me, homie. Like you could be civilized or whatever. He tries to go in on Norby's or whatever, but Norby's spitting facts. He's telling the truth, homie. Like all this fucking behind this microphone shit. Like we could have a conversation. This ain't calling you out. Like, oh, let's get down. Like that would be the stupidest thing to do. But hey, homie, let's have this conversation. You know, let's have this conversation. What are you scared to talk about?
That's why because I remember I was on his shit on one of his lives, and they were shooting Tony A's number, but I'm like, this was not even live. That's a number to call when he's live. Like, why are you calling right now? And I know, I'm pretty sure he's tuned in and he's in these comments right here. So
No,
it's
he
like,
is.
hey, you know, they're live right now.
Mhm.
Make the call. You know, got the balls, make the call. You know, I would shit if I was in the podcasting shit like you guys.
Well, point blank,
I'll straight up call.
Point
And
blank, if he is-
it's a federal fucking
if he
handle
is
it.
if he is watching, homie, and if he is watching, dog, I hope you do take that invitation on having a respectful conversation. If it's something other than that and you feel bothered about something, then hey, do handle that también, you know. But if it's a decent conversation and you believe, I mean, you say that he don't believe in unity or none of that shit. So
Of
I don't
course.
know how far it's gonna go, but I do, I do, and I'd rather.
Spencer, for cutting you off, but another thing with the Gotos, I know where he's kind of coming from. You know what I mean? As far as them coming or him coming down here and making a video and all that shit, and him saying that when we go up there, we can't do none of that shit, like Lil Rob or something going up north and to a concert and throwing bottles at him and shit. But he could come down here comfortably. And then you have someone like Baldacci from Florencia, like making a little cameo and shit, and he's basically down here, down south, and being comfortable doing that type of shit, knowing that, you know, what he represents. Yeah, he might not bang that or whatever, you know, he's an entrepreneur, but just knowing, like, do you think that you or Tony A could go up north and you know, I don't know, make a video or a podcast and, you know, not get that shit disrupted? Like, I didn't hear about
Not make a
anything
video.
happen to him.
Not
when he
make
was
a
on
video,
there.
homie. Not make a video or a podcast like that. But I have been around Northerners. I have been up there, bro. And I've gone up there, like when I've gone to San Francisco and all that, gone to the Mission District, walked around. I've met active Norteños that come and show me respect. And is not saying that they're bowing down to anybody. I'm just saying that they're in that state of mind already where they're like, hey, homie, that's what's up, homie. I agree with you and all this and that, whoop de whoop, you know, on that handshake and his feet, man. With me, you got to move a little bit more cautious or whatever. But I've been to a whole car show full of Norteños or Northerners, full of all red, homie. And I walked around there with two homies. I'm not big and bad, or I'm not saying all that, homie. But we walked around and they showed us respect. They showed us mad respect. You know, I don't know, maybe it was the barrio that I'm from, or I don't know what it could have been, homie. But you know, they weren't all that. You know, we could have got smoked at any time. We could have got jumped at any time. You know, we're not in our neighborhood or nothing. You know, we're up there, and how many homies are gonna drive all the way up there to go, you know, back us up? And we're not gonna call for help anyways. But it's just saying, like, there's in every barrio, there's the respectful person, there's the hater, there's the conniving ass dude, there's the dude that just wants to get high, the thief, the dude that just wants to get high on us. Like, you'll find them in every barrio. You know, so and then respect to Baldacci. Baldacci didn't even get an invite. He pulled up, you know, or at least he said he pulled up by himself, or you know, without an invitation. And that's feed, man. You know, to show up and show somebody respect and be like, hey, you know what, you could be touched, but we're gonna show you respect. You know, because we're with that movement, and that's what I agree with.
All good, caller. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, homie.
All right, and then good looking on the call, and continue, you guys do what you do. I love it.
Absolutely. Thank you. Okay. Just really quick to this podcaster that claims that he called me. My thing is like, the phone lines are open. Call in right now. You have me and Marvelous here. You can ask us whatever. Or if anybody has his number,
Or he could call my personal. My number's on my Instagram.
Yeah, call his number, or if anybody has his number, put it on the live chat, and we'll call him out right now. And we'll end 2023 on a good note. Okay, caller, your name, but where are you calling from?
Oh, there we go. There we go. Hey, Marvelous.
Yo.
Oh, North Carolina.
Hey, what up, bro?
Hey, what's up, homie?
What's up?
It's New Year's over here already.
Oh, that's right. Hope you're enjoying it, homie.
Hey, yeah, I'm over here with my son, you know, doing my thing.
That's right.
Hell yeah, shout out. What's up, Tony? Tony, how you doing?
What's good, my brother? I'm just right here sipping and tripping.
Hell yeah, shit. I want to give, you know, for this new year, wish success, prosperity, you know, for you and your podcast and your team.
Thank
You
you.
know,
brother.
and shout out to you and your people for putting our raza on and educating us the way the education system in America need to be putting us on, you know, putting us up on game and shit.
Absolutely, bro. Thank you, man, for that.
But they don't. They want to hate on us, you know, colored people and shit. You know, Marvelous knows me, my story and shit. Recently, I was a victim to the hospital and then the jail. They try to fucking, you know, take me out for.
Hey, homie, if you can, bro. Hey, my bad, homie. If you can, that has slipped my mind right now. My bad, homie. If you can you share that? Can you share a little bit of that story for the public, homie, and what you learned about, you know, some of the stuff that I brought up on the show about the placenta? You know, asking for that after your woman has a baby. That's very important. But go for it, homie.
Yeah, like, you know, give us your
Yeah,
story in
yeah.
a nutshell for the
Yeah.
fans, bro.
In a nutshell, yeah. All right, all right. So, long story short, me and Shorty had got into it. You know, I went to, I was
Hey,
locked up for a little bit.
real
You know, we
quick, bro. Real
we
quick. My bad.
We reconciled, and then, yeah, bro. Like, long story short, she had the baby, and then we asked for the placenta. They tried to fucking take me out. They fucking brought my charges up. They threw me into jail, and then they fucking tried to kill me with fucking Adderall, saying I was. They tried to say that I was tripped. Like, they treated me like an animal when they tossed me in that bitch. Like, they fucking put me in the box. They fucking gave me a shot. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I kicked them. You know, I gave them a fucking back kick like a donkey. They were being fucking aggressive with me. Serio. And yeah, I did what I did, but shit, I don't give a fuck. I saw my son be born, and that's all that matters. You heard?
All that for asking for the placenta, bro.
Wow.
And they went and
All that for
investigated
asking
his
for the fucking
life.
placenta. $40,000 that they lost, and they saw that my girl, you know, she doesn't got the best insurance. Me, I'm a fucking, you know, I got a background in shit, felonies, whatever the fuck, but I'm handling my business as a man. I have my fucking son. I had to be there for my son's birth. Serio. I had to do what I had to do. I don't give a fuck about none of that other shit.
But just like, if you hear the whole
But
story,
they target-
it's crazy
they
because they
targeting
try to
our
give
people.
her fentanyl, like
they-
all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because she had a C-section. So they were like, oh, she was like, oh, I'm in pain, you know, it hurts. They're like, nah, oh, here's a little fentanyl. I'm like, fuck no, what the fuck y'all mean fentanyl? Oh, well, morphine, yeah. Give them fucking morphine. Don't give her no fentanyl. Y'all know what the fuck that doing to our people. Quit fucking playing with me, you heard? Serio. Like,
Yeah.
serio. This shit is crazy. They're targeting our people in the hospitals, in the fucking jobs, in the fucking politics, in all Congress. They don't want to see us shine, bro. They don't. In the East Coast, North Carolina, Florida is rough out here. North Carolina, fucking Fayetteville, North Carolina, they still, in the downtown, they still have the fucking slave house where they used to sell slaves, and they don't want to take it down. This
Wow.
shit is crazy out here.
Hey, you know they started renting out those little shacks that they used to have for the slaves as Airbnbs, so you can have that full experience.
That's what I'm saying.
Crazy,
That's
huh?
what I'm saying. Oh, the Airbnb, nah. I didn't know all that.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
But yeah, look it up. Fayetteville, North Carolina, downtown. That's the first picture that pulls up. That little fucking building thing, that little towered looking thing, that's where they used to sell slaves right there. And when that George Floyd shit was going on, the riots and shit, they tried to burn it down and people got arrested for it.
Wow.
They want to play it as a historical type of fucking figure or whatever the fuck, but nah.
All right. Hey, thank you for homie for sharing your story, dog. I'm glad you got through, homie.
Yeah, when I get over there though, Tony, you know, Marvelous, you know, when you tap me up, whatever, you know, we'll do our thing. Chill, you know, kick back, whatever.
All right. Hey, you have a
Hopefully
good
next summer.
my respects, homie, to you and your new baby, bro.
Thank you, my bro.
Hey, appreciate it, bro. We'll be in touch.
All right.
right.
You heard?
You heard?
You heard?
Let's keep it going. Let's see who's this. Caller, your name. Where are you calling from? Caller.
What up, Tony?
What's good, my
It's
bro?
the Snowman. What up, Marvelous?
What up, homie?
Snowman.
Happy 123. Happy 123 day.
Happy 1, 2, 3. Absolutely.
What time is it? Oh, 10.
Yeah, I just wanted to apologize to Rodham Radio and Alex. Last time I called, I dropped the F-bomb. I was just in the moment because, you know, I'm going to say this again. Behind the microphone, you're like the chick Hearn in this game.
Fuck.
Thank you, my bro. Appreciate you. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
And for Marvelous, you know, this is a bold statement, but, you know, watching the show, just watching from when I first seen you on Street TV till now, you know, you're like a Tupac to our people.
Hell no. No way, homie. No way. No way. I'm nobody, bro. I'm just the same as everybody else, homie, for real. You know, I can learn.
It's a bald head, dog.
Hey, whatever. I learn something from everybody, homie. Every day I learn something from clients, from people I meet in the street, from people that see me on the show, and they go, "Hey, did you know this? Or did you like they show me a gang of shit?" And I'm so appreciative of it. Like, damn, thank you, homie. And I feel ashamed of myself. Like, damn, I didn't know that shit at my age. Like, what an idiot. What have I been doing?
Right, right.
I appreciate
Well,
you though,
in a
homie.
sense, too, like Tupac said, yeah, like Tupac said, we got to change the way we think. We got to change the way we eat, and those are your values, you know,
Facts.
that you have.
Yeah, homie. Thank you. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Snowman.
Yeah, and I want you to smoke a blunt for me or a joint tonight or tomorrow.
All
You know,
right.
you probably don't smoke, but roll one up for me.
Tony's gonna smoke one with me.
And
Put some
yeah,
booyah in it.
and I wanted to ask for a favor, Marvelous.
Yeah, what up, bro?
So growing up, I always heard about like the Elysian Park area, Dodger Stadium, how those people changed themselves to the houses and like they were forced to sell their homes.
Right.
You know, I know it's a big favor, but you know, I think a Marvelous documentary about that needs to be in the works.
Oh yeah, that's already an episode I mean, it's in the idea of it, but yeah, you're just confirming it, homie. Yeah, that's already one that I want to do on location, of the 710 freeway that was built. Homes are torn apart. My grandfather's friends displaced. Dodger Stadium, the other one, those 3 communities right there that were displaced, and that's a lot of people. Those are families, like whole families, you know. So yeah, that will be done on location, and just a lot of stuff, bro. Yeah, I appreciate your advice, though. Thank you, homie. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, like you know, the way you narrate stuff and go into detail about stuff in your videos, you know, and then just the experience, the life experience you have to talk about that stuff, you know, that's what a lot of people lack.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you, bro. And it's hard, you know, like I'm not the best speaker, bro. I'm not, you know, but you know, these shows I've gradually learned to open up a little bit, but before I wouldn't talk. I mean, I had all this information or whatever that I was gathering, bro, and it was just all bottled up, and I don't know how to talk about it or present it to people. And now I feel like I don't know what it is, bro. It's like I woke up one day and all of a sudden, you know, the Most High gave me a gift to be able to articulate my way and get this message to whoever it needs to get to, you know? It's not for everybody, bro. It's not everybody, and I don't want everybody to agree with me. If there wasn't let's say a yin and a yang, if there wasn't evil, if there was no evil, bro, and we just have good, you wouldn't know, you know, the difference. There would be an imbalance of things, you know. You have to know evil to know what's good, and you have to know what's good to know what's evil. You have that balance, you know. And that's why my bad, homie, real quick. That's why the Masons use those symbolism, you know, the yin and the yang, the white sun with the black sun. You know, that represents the same thing. The hollow earth of the black sun that we worship from the sun that's above the sky. You know, you need a positive and a negative to know each one exists, or for there to be a correct balance. Because if not, you won't know. Homie, if you're spoiled, you'll never know how to be humble. If I gave you everything. So you have to go with what you're going through to develop your wisdom and the character of the man that you're gonna become. You have to. People were, oh my God, you know, somebody said to me, I don't want to say who it is, but they said, man, I hate that I'm going through all this shit. I don't have this and I don't have that. And it's like, dude, because you're supposed to go through that.
Yeah.
You're supposed to. You're still young. You know, you're gonna look back on this and be like, damn, what the fuck was I thinking? And you know what's gonna correct you? Meeting people that act just like you did. And that's when you find correction. You'll be like, damn, I don't want to be that person no more. I don't want to act like that. I don't
Yeah.
want to speak like that. I don't want to eat like that. I want to better myself. I want to live longer. I'm getting older now. And it sucks that we're at this age now that we want to worry about our health. Why weren't you worried about it when you were younger, homie? Because we were distracted. We were distracted with becoming a fucking gang member, or well, I want to try dope. They're doing it. Or I should go with them. They get high on us, or whatever it is. We're indulging in stupidity and ignorance that is destroying our bloodline, our families.
Amen. Snowman, I gotta let you go, big dog. We got a couple of more phone
Our
calls. And
respects,
we're out of
homie.
All
here.
right, man. You guys have a good one.
Yes,
and,
sir.
and I wanted my last question. And I'm gonna let you go. Would you guys get a vasectomy? I've been seeing a lot of guys getting it. A lot. I don't know who's pushing the agenda, but that's what I wanted to ask. And I'm gonna hang up.
Okay, I'm gonna say
You guys
no.
will get a vasectomy.
No, I'm gonna say no, bro, and I'll let you go.
Never.
Fuck that shit. You know
Never.
what? And if your girl talked you into that, you're a fucking street mandilon. That means she runs the house. She tells you what the fuck to do. She'll slap your ass around. I'm sorry. Caller, your name. Where are you calling from?
All right, last one.
Hello, 20. What's up, Marvelous?
What up,
It's
homie?
Bad Pitbull.
Oh, what's up, Brad Pitbull?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, my respects, homie,
What's
to
up,
you.
What's up? Thank you. Hey, did you guys know that if you Mad Dog and I, fool, you probably catch pink eye, so be careful in 2024. and then,
All good, my bro.
and then hey, you know, San Diego fools call Wes Watson El Gringo Papi.
Eh,
But a little story, a story on coming out of Mexico 3 weeks ago. I just want to mention this. 14 someone from the Michoacan familia sent some people to extort some farmers. The farmers rose up and they whacked the guy, the leader, which is called El Payaso, and then and I think 11 of his men. So I bring that up because you know, when people want to talk about North or South, blue rag or red rag, that, you know, there are sinister forces out there that have possessed people in the human form, and if we don't look in the mirror and unite soon, you know, chaos is coming. And you know, and I appreciate both of you guys in the whole team, the whole Rhodium team that just mentioned and puts awareness to all sorts of possibilities and realms and dimensions and religions and beliefs and even disagreements. But yeah, that's it. And I look forward to seeing more of your stuff on both your channels in 2024. And I know you got more calls coming in, so that's it. Just thank you, and I'll be tuning in.
All good.
I
Thank
appreciate
you.
you, homie.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Since he's a regular, can we just take one more phone call?
Yeah,
bro?
go ahead.
Okay, we're gonna take one more phone call. Let's go. And after that, we're gonna wrap up. Who's gonna be the lucky caller? Okay, so let's go. One more caller. Here we go. Caller, your name or where are you calling from?
Hey, what's up, man? It's Ed calling from the 530 upstate, bro.
All good, my bro. You got a question, comment, complaint?
Yeah, so I guess more of a comment because I was watching you guys earlier, but I figured I kind of tapped in because I heard somebody talk about a vasectomy. So I think I just kind of wanted to touch on that, bro, because that's like backwards, bro. It's not reverse. So in this day and age, I think because everything's so sensitive with all these weird ass movements that they might have had there might have been a good root behind it, but then it got perverse. Like there's a lot of movements that we could talk about where people blame people for shit that more than likely they're innocent of, and I'll just leave it at that, bro. But there's a lot of other movements that are just jacking things up for people that really went through some problems. And when it comes to us as men, bro, we need to be all unapologetic about the way that we move, especially if we ain't doing nothing right, bro. If it ain't fixed, don't break it. If it's going smoothly, I almost forgot to say shout out to both of you guys, but yeah, I think we got to move like that, bro, because just be unapologetic because and then if we're gonna try to explain things to people that don't have common sense,
then the best you could do, I guess, is maybe speak to them through like analogies, like Jesus spoke through parables.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't understand something, like, hey, not a lot of people understand. Not a lot of people have common sense.
Uh-huh.
So if I could break something down to you to try to each one to teach one, if I could use a parable to basically like an analogy to try to explain something to help put people up on game, then that's what I'm gonna try to do. Because if I ain't doing nothing wrong as a man, then why would I apologize about it? Because right now they're still demonizing men, bro.
Facts.
So I think
You're right.
for us, we just need to be on the forefront. We need to be on the forefront as an example, and I wouldn't say a role model, but just lead as an example, and then it'll spark an idea for people. Hey, maybe what I've been doing has been right all along.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of like that, because if not, we're gonna deteriorate, bro. It's gonna be all these alphabet people nowadays. So.
Yeah, you're right, homie.
Like remember. Oh, Spencer Marble, I wanted to let you take it over from her, but it's hella funny because I remember you said back in the day in one of those episodes, dog, where you're saying what's gonna happen, dog. I don't remember if it was Freaky Tales or if it was on this podcast. You're saying like what's gonna happen if one day we're going to war and then the Vato don't want to smoke the cat from the opposing side because he thinks he's cute.
Yo, yeah, homie, yeah. They had a whole graduation at the Naval Academy, bro, and the Air Force, where they had vatos walking down to go accept their certificate, and they were walking down like a female, bro, like with sass and fucking, what do you call that shit when somebody's acting I forgot the word they use.
Flamboyant.
There you go.
Lusty.
Flamboyant. He was really really flamboyant, and I'm right there thinking like, dang, homie, like, what if we really do go to war? Like, those feelings are gonna come out and be like, oh no, you know what? I don't want to take that vato out. Like, it was kind of cute, huh? Like, that's nah. You better take that directive, homie, and push that button and destroy that enemy, homie. Like,
absolutely.
What the heck?
Absolutely, bro.
But yeah,
Tony. My bad. Go ahead.
My bad, homie. No, I was just gonna say that you're 1000% right on what you're saying, bro. And I've learned that. The last caller said that I've learned I know how to talk or whatever. I've learned, bro, not to impose on people's space, and I don't mean physically, I mean mentally, bro. Everybody has not only their physical space, but their mental perspective on how they see things, and they love when people agree with them. And when they're wrong, they'll ask a person, "Hey, what would you do if?" They just want you to agree with the bad decisions they're about to make. What do you think about this girl? Should I be with her? Like, oh yeah, homie, she's fine. Like, you're just agreeing with his feelings. You're giving him a comfortable mindset, right? So what I've done is I don't say, hey, homie, you know what? Nah, the earth is flat. That's water up there and this is that. I'll ask him, hey, well, what do you think about this? I heard this and this is what they're showing you, but what could you show me? Can you do this? And then they'll be like, well, you know what, can I? Can I look this up? And then that's where you get into a full-blown conversation, and then you spark that interest. Like, hey, you know what? What if it is flat? What if they did lie to me?
Right.
What if that isn't my ethnicity? What if the English language is spellcasting? What if all these celebrities are really in this occult? What if they're really selling our organs? What if they're really doing organ harvesting? What if our kids are being put through this? What if there's really poison in my food? What if that's not really a steak, but it's put together with meat glue? Like, it's crazy. It's mind-blowing, all the disinformation that we have.
Yeah. We challenge you to think.
Almost like the movie They Live.
Yeah, homie. Facts. Hey, but I appreciate it.
I wanted to say this to. Oh my bad. I wanted to say this to Tony real quick, and I guess it falls in line with the both of you guys. But I'd say, hey Tony, just keep on pushing, bro. What you're pushing, bro. Right now, there's a lot of darkness out there, bro. Like that are trying to keep us the masculine mouth shut, bro. Like, and trying to keep us from doing what we got to do for future generations, because we're gonna die off, bro. And if these next generations don't see people that are stepping up and like leading by example, like to be like what masculinity is supposed to be, we're gonna die off, bro. Look at the movies from back in the day. It's not as bad as it was now. Like, you had like your Stallones, your Van Dammes, your Schwarzeneggers. Nowadays, every vato that's coming out, like they've been in the dress before they did an action movie, huh?
Yeah.
So it's like there's no good examples nowadays, bro. Like, and I get pissed off, bro, because I'm Rasta, bro, and every time people talk, oh, why do you keep bringing up those subjects? Like, look, if you don't want to tune in for that episode, kick rocks and go somewhere else because they're not getting they're not getting the bigger picture that
Yeah.
we're being attacked, bro.
Yeah. And
So,
that
keep
what
doing
you
what you guys are doing, dog, and Happy New Year.
Hey, you too, homie.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, I was gonna say what he's bringing up is facts. You know, it's psychological warfare too, bro.
Let's talk about that. Come on.
Yeah. Like back in the days, right? In movies, you had single people that were you looked up to them. Rocky, right? That's
Yeah.
one person right there.
Yeah.
You know, and then he always has a nemesis or an enemy, right?
Yeah.
But you looked up to this one person or whatever, and now there's no one person in a movie that's
No.
a hero, bro. You got multiple people that are in a group and they're considered mutants and whatever,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
But let's take the mutants, right? Let's take the X-Men, just for example,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
to give you an example, right? You got the government in the X-Men trilogy it's not a trilogy, right? It's how many X-Men?
I don't even know how many.
I don't even know. They made
I
a
stopped
gang of-
watching that and then
right?
Transformers.
But X-Men, right? We'll just say the X-Men. You got the government that is telling these mutants, oh, you know what? You're not the same as us. You need to blend in with us. Here, take this vaccine and it'll turn you human, right? But what they do is they lose all their power, right? And that's the same in the indigenous culture. We have a special power. You know, we do create more gamma in our blood, which produces more static electricity. That gives us a higher vibration. That gives us more connection to source, or people call God. That does. We get more prophecy. We're able to distinguish right from wrong. We have a higher sense of discernment. We do. It's fact. Nobody could debate that, and I don't care. Like, I'm not trying to, go research. That's a fact. Like, you know, but people don't know that, homie. Like, they don't know that. Like, that movie is literally about us. The Transformers, the same thing, bro. They're coming. They're looking for this off spark. The off spark, what? That creates more electrical magnetic frequency, right?
Yeah.
And they can't get it. You know, all those movies, they relate to us somehow in some way. And they're literally our story. We're not mutants. We're not. We're humble people.
2024, Marvelous. What can people expect from you as far as your podcasting, channel?
A lot of outdoor filming. That's what I'm gonna be doing. I want to, give my audience a visual instead of me just talking. You know.
Dope. Is there anything that you want to accomplish in 2024 that you could share with our fans?
Be a better dad than I was this year. I mean, it sounds kind of like,
No, you know what?
an okie doke answer, but it's reality, you know? I'm not sure if I was a good
I think
one
that's the
this year.
best thing because eventually, let's be honest, Marvelous, we are going to be held accountable when we stand before God on how we raise our children. Let's be honest. And now I have my grandchildren.
Yeah.
You know, how we love them, how we taught them, how we raised them. So that's a good thing. So same thing with me, but I do have one thing for our people, for our raza, is that I think we need more alpha podcasters than betas.
Yeah.
Because right now all we have is a bunch of fucking lame ass fucking
But
betas.
don't misconstrue alpha by somebody talking all fucking loud and being all loud on the mic, and that he's doing the best for the community. You know, I'm gonna host a fucking handball tournament.
I don't see any alpha podcasters when it comes to our raza right now, bro.
I think if you really want to help out the community, let's go buy some trash pickers. Let's buy 100 of them. And let's go to your barrio right here. Let's go down right here and all weed mustn't, and I'm gonna help you clean. Any trash we see, let's go do it.
And then I'll do it to your community.
Exactly, homie. We're gonna clean, then we'll start from there.
Yeah.
But let's start somewhere.
Yeah, let's start somewhere. So my thing is like we need more alpha leaders, more alpha podcasters than betas, because we have a lot of guys that want to scream and yell on the podcast and or a bunch of fucking names. Anyways, you guys, Marvelous, any shout outs you want to give before we get out of here? 2023, we recapped it. We're out of here. Let's give some shout outs and we're done.
I'm gonna leave it at this, right?
Nah, I mean.
I don't think that any of those people are I could sit here and bash all these other podcasters and I could go in on them and break them down. I could really. and I don't want to do that. I
good.
just believe that they're just going through a certain time in their life where they just haven't woken up. But I do believe that eventually they're gonna be a good man. They will get there, but it's just not that time yet. And that's it. You know. Shout out to my kids. I love you. All of you guys watching. I love you guys. Respect you guys. Thank you for all the love, support you show me, and especially respect, especially when I'm with my children. For those I see at the swap meet, for those if I'm in your barrio, if I'm in Texas, people see me over there. They see me in Arizona. They see me in Vegas. That's feed me. I got nothing but love for you guys. Do me a favor though. Don't message if you do whatever. I'm not no celebrity. I'm the same as you guys, you know. But if you do see me, don't message me after. Oh, I just seen you. Like, come say hi to me. Don't say, oh, I seen you, but I wasn't gonna say because I didn't know whether. Nah, you're more than welcome. You know. To say what's up.
Alex, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to shout out Tony, and I wanted to shout out Marvelous, because also Marvelous has been bringing his car to me, and I've been taking care of it, right?
Yeah, good ass
You
job.
know,
And
and-
hey, you saved me, homie.
Yeah,
Actually,
his
because you're
battery
pointing
was
out
going
shit that
out.
I don't even know that I need done, homie.
Yeah, his battery was going out. He came by, took care of it, you know, and that happens a lot when people come to our shop. You know, we will let you know what's wrong with your car. We don't have to fix it, but we will let you know what's wrong with it. You know, we're not like the other shops where they want to charge you for the job immediately. You know, it's if we give you the option, you want to fix it or let it go, we'll let it go, whatever.
I vouch
You
for
know?
that. I vouch for the homie right here. Get your car done. Where's your spot at, homie?
It's in Torrance, 22410 South Normandy Avenue.
And how
in
do they
the city of
contact you?
Torrance. The phone number is 310-320-6252. And if you want anything done to your car, let us know. We do full restoration, smog checks, everything. You know, and I just want to shout out you guys, because especially Marvelous and Tony, because you guys have been the realest. You know, I barely have friends, and I consider you guys friends.
Absolutely.
You know, and
come here, dog. Nah,
But
you're a good friend, dog.
you know what I'm saying, you know, because I've been through some shit, bro, and I've been
Yeah.
around. I've been around the block for a minute, and I know what's up, you know.
Uh-huh.
So I just want to shout you guys out, and also, you know, I still work here and there with Misfits, so I want to shout him out because I still like his rap, and I still fuck with him.
That's what's
You
up.
know, and no matter what, like his music still always hits the heart, you know. And on top of that, I want to thank everybody on Instagram, you know, because I've been hitting millions of views every other week. You know, I'm barely about to hit 10K. I appreciate that, you know, and you know, just been going good this year. Next year's got a lot more coming. You guys want promos? Hit me up. I'll do it for free for a minute. You know?
Absolutely. Yep. So let me go ahead and give a shout out. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to Alex Cervantes, Cervantes Enterprise. I'm going to give a shout out to my son, Biscales. I'm going to give a shout out to Norby's, News of Norby's. I want to give a shout out to the Hip Hop Jedi and then to my co-host, Marvelous Inc. I want to thank him for driving down here from his neighborhood. You know what? I'm going to tell you one of the many reasons, and I say many reasons, why I respect my brother right here, Marvelous, is because there's a lot of people that claim their neighborhood and don't even live in their neighborhood. And this guy still lives in his neighborhood. I still live in my neighborhood. You know, I can walk down the streets and people recognize me, and it's a beautiful thing, man. You know, and I always show love to the people in my neighborhood. So I want to give a shout out to everybody in Wilmas. Thank you. If you live in Wilmas, you're a Wilmetto. You're a female, you're a Wilmetto. That's just the way it is. That's the way it's always been. That's the way I was raised. So much love and respect to you guys. So I want to give a special shout out to my boy, Angel Montes. He's the owner of the Los Tres Cochinitos, the biggest 24-hour Mexican restaurant in Wilmington, and also Al Cien, the Marisco restaurant right here down the street from my house. So that's all mariscos. If you want all mariscos, go to Al Cien. If you want like just all Mexican food, right there, Los Tres Cochinitos on PCH. Much love and respect to him. And I also want to give a shout out to our moderator, Magic Girl, because my goal 2024 is this. We're gonna finish up her album. I'm gonna direct her first video. In summer,
I want to be in it.
yeah, yeah.
I'll shoot it.
My bad. Bro.
In summer, she's gonna be busy all the way to the end of the year. I guarantee you, my boy Big D, my boy Compton Kirk, my boy Bobby D, they're all gonna book her. Her music's gonna be that good. So, if anything, Marvelous, I'm gonna invite you to our first video shoot,
Appreciate it, homie.
and you're gonna see it, bro. Her music's gonna be that good. You're truly gonna enjoy it. So, thank you guys. And you know what? This is all coming from the heart. And you know what's funny, Marvelous? I'm gonna be real with you. And Magic Girl knows this. I'm not even getting paid for none of this. This is why people like me will never become millionaires. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because we give away everything for free for people that we believe in.
Yeah,
We do
bro.
it for the
Yeah.
culture.
There's people out here begging for money, homie. I mean,
For people that we believe in, this is what we do. Much love, much respect. You know what? I think we got about an hour and a half before, or less than that, before New Year's. So thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you to all my supporters. Thank you to everybody that's believed in me and has stood by me since day one. And all I want to say is God bless you. Happy New Year 2024. We're going to come with something better. So have a blessed night. Stay safe. God bless you guys. Happy New Year's. We're out here. Alex, take us away.
that's right.
You lose. I could go on forever, baby. Do it.
He needs some milk.
Boom.
FBI, open up!
Do it. Do it. I could go on forever, baby.